Hey, Austin. What's up, Austin? What happened last time?
I don't know, Austin.
Valor Academy. Previously on Valor Academy, the finals of the midterm tournament got underway. It was very exciting. You should go watch it if you haven't already. Now I'm trying to remember, because it has been a few weeks.
I can do the recap if you want.
Yeah, do the recap, bro.
So last time on Valor Academy, we had the tournament arc concluded, and it was right before the final fight, which was Suhaila and Dillaha. We didn't get to finish it. So then we went to the, everyone got really jacked up. It was really bad. And so we went to the infirmary to check on everyone, and that's when Elpis and Frankie's master plan came together, and we pulled the evil right out of Dillaha. Pulled it right out, and it was Flux, and it was not great. And it was very ugly. And then she left, and it was crazy. And then we were like, what was she doing here? And they were like, well, she was stalling us. Stalling us for what? And then the alarm went off, and it was like, hey, city's being attacked. City sure is being attacked. Isn't it great that y'all just spent the last several hours beating the shit out of each other? Because now you guys need to fight actual villains.
Yep. And so, at that point, big, huge alert went out citywide. Everybody's phones went off, and yeah, it's a big shit show. All heroes have been called out to help fix various problems that are occurring throughout the city, and your teacher, Miss Loftus, has taken you all back to the classroom to sort out exactly who is going where. So we're gonna do this a little bit meta-wise, and I'm going to pull up your mission parameters. So. According to this map of Halcyon City, there are 4 different districts that are currently in trouble. The hospital, the note you've gotten from the hospital reads as follows: people need help. The hospital's under attack by these strange dogs, and oh no. I'm looking out the window now on the 3rd floor, and I see something on the ground headed towards the hospital. It's very fast and very bright. Kind of hurts my eyes to look at. Please send help!
I'm excited.
The park. The Alien Memorial Park is being occupied by a very strange deer creature. It hasn't attacked anybody yet, but it's calling more of those weird dogs to it. Please send a squad to observe the situation. Residential area. Dogs everywhere. They are attacking people on site. There's some kind of creature flying overhead as well. Social media outlets have some grainy video footage of a very colorful bird. It's very large and... oh no. Here it comes! And
this is where we get a glimpse of Ho-Oh and then don't talk about it again for 500 episodes.
Yeah. And the stadium. The exits to Halcyon City Stadium have been blocked off, and citizens are being attacked by more of those dogs. There's also been a notable temperature drop as well. I can actually see my breath, and it's only October. Send help fast! And so...
I'm so excited!
And so... your jobs have been made clear. The safety of citizens is priority number 1. Each situation from the mission parameters is suited to different things. You can sort of tell, like with the stadium. They're not sure what exactly is going on, and so it might be more suitable to send people who might be better at, like, investigating. Or the residential area. The residential area appears to be, like, straight up defend people from this bad thing. The park, hard to say what the situation at the park is. Yeah. And the hospital.
Ah, damn it!
Hospital is situated entirely around the defense of the hospital. And so there will be probably a lot of rescue involved and a lot of getting people into the building without them being hurt. So, at this point, I'm going to leave it to you in a meta sense to determine what teams Miss Loftus is going to send where. Now, this does not, because there are 4 areas, this does not mean that you have to choose your specific teams to deploy to a place. This is going to be kind of a discussion. And so, based off of specific strengths and weaknesses observed by the characters, combined with their physical conditioning, it might be wise to spread them out in certain ways that might be beneficial. And so, with that, I open the floor.
I have the old list we had slightly.
Mhm.
Because
Okay.
I've, obviously some people are not suited to go places anymore. Because this was back in the old days. So here's what I've revised so far. I'll put it in the world.
Man, I know where I want to go for exclusively selfish Nico reasons that only I know about right now.
Okay.
I think so far we have developed Kid, Elpis, and Nalani have to be on the same team, and Suhaila and Azubi need to be on the same team, and Suhaila cannot be on the same team as Kid. Those are the only parameters we have so far.
I think, the stadium specifically is an ice-related problem, so I think Nalani should... Because
It's also...
it's getting colder.
If it's related to weird
So I feel like Nalani
elemental
should
or
be there.
environmental stuff, then I feel like that's a natural place to send Elpis, because she can do spirit bullshit.
Yeah.
I would
So
switch
I
the
say we
park
send-
and the hospital teams around,
Because
honestly.
if the temperature is dropping, we need to send people there who can deal with that problem specifically.
Okay.
That's
then
the
we
one
will
where we
switch-
have a specific idea of
right
what
now-
exactly is
We
happening.
will switch stadium and hospital team.
And the hospital team is now...
Hospital team is now Dillaha, Sam, Prestige, Pelstig.
I would think the park and the hospital should actually switch, because Elpis should be where nature is, which is the park.
Well, the state Elpis not only has. Well, here's the thing: Nalani and Elpis need to be on the same team, and Nalani needs to be at the stadium, and there's still nature at the stadium. It is also Elpis does have weather stuff.
Yeah, Elpis is at least half of an elemental, I think, if we want to put it that way.
I feel like Elpis and Nalani really need to be at the stadium, and I think Kid is going wherever Elpis is going, and I think Ethan is a good matchup with this team. Because
real
Ethan
quick,
can just...
Is it, do you have a preference on whether at least one PC goes to each of these places, so that we have a player character there, or...
I would prefer it, but I'm not going to use that as a means to stop your decision-making process.
Okay. I think Suhaila, Azumi, and Roland should definitely be at the hospital, because Roland's incredibly useful, especially for helping,
My
patients.
thing is, they need an investigator at the park.
They do, but
Yeah,
Roland is the smartest person.
that's
I
true.
don't know,
Maybe
but is he smart in that sense, though?
Here was my other thing, right? Gotcha would be another good one to go to the park.
Yes,
yeah, you're right.
Absolutely.
That was it was either Roland or Gotcha was my two that I figured would be needed at the park.
Because, Roland is
is
smart,
good at
but is he observant, is the question.
So I think having Roland at the hospital is a good idea. I also think Azumi should be at the hospital because she has
healing. Yeah,
wide
exactly.
scale
They should be at the
defensive power.
hospital. Both Roland and Azumi,
And then-
there's no reason why they shouldn't be at the hospital. None
Okay.
whatsoever.
And Azumi are
So I think we should-
hospital.
I'm editing the one that's in the D&D Babylon to match what we have
Okay.
written.
Which was the where did you want to go with Jace, Nico? You said
Oh,
you
I,
had
I want to go to the stadium, but it has nothing to do with why anyone. It's for reasons that only I know about right now, and they're purely selfish and self-indulgent. Don't even worry about it.
we probably shouldn't, because then the PCs will only be at 2 places.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Jace is going to the stadium. That's where I want to be.
Here's the in D&D Babbling is another.
Okay.
There's gonna be a lot of fighting at the residential area. Maybe Jace should go there.
Yeah, I figure if anywhere, it should probably either be the hospital or the residential where, like, shit is happening.
Okay.
There's also to consider that whatever's happening in the residential area is something that is, sky-based. Like, we need some anti-air people up there.
Yeah, and
The
Jace
residential
can
area has
fly,
Jace, Hoshiko, and Kalshamar, who all I think can fly.
Yeah, Hoshiko handles gravity, so she's a really good one there.
Okay, so I've got Azumi, Suhela, Roland at the hospital, Jace, Hoshiko, Kaushamar at residential, Elpis, Kid, Nalani at the stadium, and Gacha at the park, so that there's a Smartman there.
Hold on. I have a...
Mhm.
I have a thing. Because there's one in D&D Babbling that I'm updating as we're discussing, so that it's, like, even.
Okay.
If you look in that one, I have, like, some suggestions.
Okay. Well, Suhela is going with Azumi to the hospital.
To the hospital?
It makes sense because we want one super heavy hitter like Suhela because
Yeah,
something
you need
is
at
coming to the
least one.
hospital.
Something is coming to the hospital fast.
So why don't
That
we
was
just
my
swap...
intention for Doulaha, because she is a very hard hitter now that she knows how to use her powers. But she's also beat to actual fuck, which is also why I sent her to the hospital.
If the deer thing is big bad business, Doulaha might be able to kill the shit out of it with her sword.
Okay, so we will
So,
switch
Let's
Doulaha
just swap
and
Doulaha and Suhela, and then this looks good to me.
That does mean no one is at the park.
Yeah,
Like no
that's
players, yeah.
that is guaranteed to be the case if we're saying Azumi and Suhela are together and Elpis and Kid are together. There's no way we can be at 4.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
and
like
so,
this?
So the rest of the rest of these kids are going to the park. Where are we putting the kids on the map right now?
This
who are not
is. I'll
assigned?
copy it from D&D Babylon. This is.
Just so you know, we are on the stadium map.
Oh God, fucking.
That's why I asked you earlier why. Yeah.
Oh shit! Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
Austin, this would have helped a lot.
Yeah.
This is good. It's cool.
Ethan,
It's cool.
Ethan is
It's
at the
fine.
stadium with Kid and Nalani and Elpis.
Ethan is at the stadium with Kid, Nalani, and Elpis. All right.
So currently it's stadium. Wait, hold on. Currently it's stadium is Kid, Elpis, Nalani, Ethan. Hospital is Roland, Azumi, Suhela. Residential area Kalshamar, Jace, Hoshiko, and Sam. And park is Prestige, Pale Steak, Gacha, and Doulaha. I wasn't sure where to put Sam, Prestige, and Pale Steak, and so I put them on the park team because no one was on the park team.
It's plastic, by the way.
Plastic. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right.
Pal
And-
steak. What you drive through your friend's heart when you betray.
I think putting Sam on Team Residential District is a good idea because they're like, oh, God, that's hard because. Oh,
I think
they're
it might depend on how his powers work. Does he get weaker the more people are around for him to influence his form, or does
I
he?
think it's when they're trying to focus on one person's fear, it makes them weaker. But when they're trying to just become something scary, it would be powerful.
Okay,
My
so
idea
they
was
might
Sam-
be fine there.
Sam can't fly as far as I know, but Sam can be
I
a
don't
big
think so.
target on the ground for the bird to attack that isn't other people.
Yeah. Also,
That was
Sam,
my mindset.
Sam is not well suited to pretty much any of these because Sam is best in a one-on-one fight with a sentient person.
That's
Yeah.
It's not any of these. So.
And here's my one meta level of character, even beyond this. I think Sam should have a chance to protect innocent civilians to prove that they're like on the up and up. So
Right, because they're reformed.
yeah, so I think sending them to the residential district would do wonders for their like character arc. So yeah.
All right. Okay, so these are our teams. Are these final? Are we happy with these?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Lock and load.
Alrighty. So, let me see. If I could get the final list posted.
They are in Babylon.
Okay. Let me
I will
You just
do
copy
it like
that,
this.
and I'll put up a note. That way, I'll put up a note on the mission parameters thing so that I can reference when needed.
Thank you, Jay.
All right.
Oh shit! I need to get the playbooks.
Yeah, no, that was me. Like,
Oops. Let
I
me
did
do
post the
something.
basic moves.
I used to eat them.
All right.
I have the basic moves and
The basic, and I need to get.
So,
Ugh.
At first, I thought that this map was like a circuit board, and then I looked at it and realized it was a city.
yeah, it does kind of have that look to it. All right.
Oh,
so,
we're still trapped in Howard's game.
yeah. In the residential district, a lot of you guys live in this district. It is where Miss Loftus's house is. It is where Nalani's high-rise apartment is. It's where like a lot of you guys live there. And I'm gonna kind of try to go back and forth between the relevant bits, and we will see how that goes. So, let me do some off-screen calculations real quick, and we will go ahead and begin.
Fantastic.
So this team is we got Beach Boy. We got
This is such a cool idea for a session. I love this.
we got. Oh, and each of you. So at this point, each of you have built up a relationship with somebody with somebody around here, or at least some of you have. That is significant enough that they will come and help you if texted. I'm not going to tell you who they are. You have to figure it out because you know who you should know who your character has interacted with.
Oh boy,
My mom?
Maybe.
I have a guess for mine, and it's good.
I know who, and it'll. I mean, yeah.
I have.
All right.
Yeah, there's
I'm
really only
assuming-
one person that makes sense for Zumi. There might be more
Is
than
it
that.
It's
somebody
a good
that
thing
teaches in
Roland
the
is our
class?
third person.
And let me check my list again.
Can it be people in our class, or is it non-class?
It's non-classmates because your classmates are all
Yeah, our
all
classmates
here.
are here.
Your classmates are currently preoccupied.
Like,
Or
there are
currently
two
working.
people I can think of for Jace, and one of them is far more likely than the other.
I think
I'm
there's someone who stands out as being most obvious for Jace.
Yeah.
For me, I'm like, it's just my mom? I try to call my mom. Mom, help! There's a mean guy here beating me up!
You
Or
can
is
call
it my-
Suhaila if you remembered who she was.
He knows who you are. He just doesn't remember that one thing that happened.
That was the foundation of our relationship. It'll never be the same.
It was. That's why he forgot it.
God.
Give me just a moment.
Just getting some of these maps ready. And let me check one thing. In jail, Jay.
Damn it. I was hoping you broke out.
Were you gonna try to call the shark?
I was gonna call Shark Dad, yes.
And
Too bad he's a criminal.
That's not a problem.
I mean, he's a criminal that we caught. If he was just, still around, maybe, but.
I
He
mean,
did get his
there's
ass
one.
kicked.
Yep.
Got that. Got. I had to prep these maps ahead of time to make sure that everything was in place that I could possibly need.
Ooh,
And so-
fantastic.
Now it's just a matter of
I'm back.
Welcome back.
now it's just a matter of getting all of them together. All right, so we'll start at the residential district.
Oh, God. Okay.
This was the team I was excited for.
Ooh.
And so, yeah, as you guys make your way to the residential district,
My boy is not mine.
oh, damn it! All right.
Oh.
That's also
I got
the
him.
old. That's also the old hero Jace icon.
What?
That's the old one from before
I
I
ever
fixed
get a
his
new
eyes.
one? Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. You see, set out before you are a bunch of the strange dogs that are a lot. They're a lot like Elpis's dog. A lot like Elpis's dog. Very like almost almost to the point of parody. They look vicious and cruel and are chasing people around. As the four of you arrive and set up in formation, Jace, you see the situation set out before you. Hoshiko's going to she mentions to you guys, I'm gonna fly around and see if I can't find whatever it is that's supposedly also flying around, the bird, you know. And so she's going to fly off screen, leaving you with Sam and Kaushimar.
Oh boy. All right. We've got dogs. All right. We need a. Jace looks around at what I assume is the chaos of screaming people and dogs.
Oh yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of chaos, screaming
Bark.
people, dogs,
Bark.
bark.
We need to contain these dogs. Kashmar, do you have any kind of containment abilities? He's like, I don't know what you can do, and I have no faith in you.
Kaushimar seemed a little bit out of it, but he looks over at you and just sort of nods without saying anything. He's going to roll to unleash his powers.
Oh, I need to open Jace's bullshit.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay, and so Kaushimar starts floating upwards slightly. He looks down at these dogs and at these people, and just sort of like blasts like a little indiscriminately. Just this huge purple wave. It's a cloud that envelops sort of like the dogs and a few of these people as well. They run screaming outward, screaming out, and Sam says, "Oh wow, yikes."
It's not exactly what I meant. Jace is like, all right, let's I guess I'm gonna try to salvage this. He takes note of as many of the dogs that are like in his immediate line of sight as possible.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. Go for it.
I'm working through my nerves. Says a few quick words, not in English, and his intent is to catch some of them in stasis.
Okay. So that is go ahead and because Jace's magic comes from sorcery, go ahead and explain what what that looks like from Jace's perspective. And also, you can see that Sam has got his eye on the people fleeing from the cloud, and is like, I know what to do, and begins transforming. As Sam transforms, Sam sort of turns into like almost this lycanthrope type creature that has like it's blue, a little bit like Kaushamar. It looks like it could be the same thing that Kaushamar is, but shaped a bit more like these dogs. There's like a sort of werewolf-like transformation, and I don't have an icon for that, so use your imaginations. Sam's big now.
Big Sam means transformed Sam. Yeah,
Yep.
he, as many of the dogs that he can focus on at one time, he digs deep into his like any kind of like he has studied. He knows some magical nonsense. He mutters a quick incantation, and the dogs, the ones that he can get,
Yep.
will be effectively paused, like someone just hit the pause button on them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That is a is that one of your Nova abilities, or are you gonna
No, that's
do
just
a,
we're just rolling.
Go for it. That'll be a what do we call them?
Unleash?
Unleash your powers. Yep.
There you go. He doesn't get his +1 because he's not mad.
Yeah. How about that?
Oh, but
Doesn't need it.
he doesn't need it,
Boom!
apparently.
And so yeah. As the nightmare cloud disperses, Kaushamar kind of looks out and goes, "Oops." One of the dogs is just flat out gone as it disperses, and the other two appear completely frozen as Sam rushes in to finish them off. It's not really danger, and so Sam isn't like these things. This one at least cannot fight back, and so Sam just sort of like lopes forward, running on two legs at first, but then sort of just naturally sloping down into four as Sam rushes over and just like grabs one of them out of its stasis. Most of it stays in the stasis, except for the part that is bit out of it. This one's done, and it sort of like poofs into smoke at the end of it, and the people are screaming with that abject terror. Sam
They'll
is
be
like,
fine.
"Yeah, sorry."
Yeah, even Jason's like, they'll be fine. I'm not.
And Sam rushes up and sort of slams this one down into the ground head first, and it poofs as well. It's at around that point that Hoshiko comes flying back in. Uh-oh, it's coming! And
it's coming.
and you see the shadow along the ground, and it sort of stops. And there's this strange owl-like creature that sits that stands there, not even really flapping its wings. It's just sort of like it, and the wings aren't terribly connected either. The wings aren't terribly connected either, and it looks out and says, "Ah, yes, you finally arrived, and just when I was getting bored. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Thinoporini Sova." And it looks out, and she's like, "Wait, what? I can't even pronounce that." It stares out. "She is not among you, I see. We will have to wait. But I will keep you occupied in the meantime for my mistress." And the owl like sort of pulls its wings up. The wings aren't connected to a body. They're sort of just like floating there in the way that the wings would if it had like invisible musculature system. And it sort of begins flapping forward for the first time, and you feel a brisk wind that sort of keeps you feel a brisk wind that sort of pushes pushes you back, but more than that, it kind of has like a disheartening feeling to it. It's sort of just like, it feels like it's manipulating your emotions, maybe. The fight in you is sort of like just sort of like, you can feel it leaving as the wind presses against you. Sam sort of starts to revert back to a normal form. Hoshiko starts to land. Kaushamar is just like, yes, I still feel it. Thank you, though. And Jace, what I'm gonna have you do is hold that thought.
Okay.
Next up is the hospital.
Oh, dope.
So, let me pull up my list of everybody again. The hospital has some mission parameters as well. Roland is here. Whoop. Azumi is here. Whoop. And Suhaila. Whoop. As you guys rush in, you can see the lights like blaring out from certain sections of the hospital, even from far away. Roland's just like, one guess on where that is. And you can see people are sort of like caught between wanting to flee and wanting to like get the fuck out. Or rather flee or enter, and so there's a large portion of people sort of blocking the entrance. They're indecisive as to whether or not this is where they want to stay, because like, what are their other options? More ambulances are approaching, and the scene is pretty chaotic. What to do?
Suheila's gonna run over. Hey, you need to get inside or leave.
I was bit by the dog, but that lion.
What lion? Where? What direction?
Lion? It's inside the building. And it's inside the building. Like, I only got a brief look at it. It's like looking at the sun. And yeah, everyone else is like, yeah, it's just like that. Yeah, it's really hard to see, and at that point you hear some glass shatter as someone goes. Let me see. I'm just gonna grab this guy. And someone actually starts flying out the window.
Oh no! Don't be mean to Max.
Someone starts flying out the window, and what do?
I would like to get some burn.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna roll me conditions. That's bad. I get 3 conditions and 2 burn.
Yikes.
Yeah. So Azumi just sees. Let me look at my sheet. Azumi just sees this man start flying out, and she's definitely just afraid. Not necessarily about something that's imposing on her. Afraid of the fact that this man is going to die, and just guilty and insecure about not actually jumping to the punch like Suhaila and Roland. Like
yeah, Roland actually like just snaps his feet together, and the blades start coming out. He runs for it. What do you do, Suhaila?
Oh, Suhaila eats pizza.
Oh,
Suhaila thought she had maybe 5 more seconds before the action was on her again.
yeah.
No, that's fine.
You can feel the energy bursting forth, but it's just not coming quick enough. You feel the green sort of wrap itself around you, and you definitely feel like you have the power, but it seems like it's coming just a bit too late. What do you do, Suhaila?
Suhaila, remembering the fight with Riptide, is going to try the old 1-2 skiddly do, and to basically, like, almost roll forward, get as horizontal as possible, a boost off of the ground, and just rocket forward to try to get to this guy before he hits the ground.
All right, roll to defend.
Oh boy, I'm bad at this. Savior. Okay, Savior.
Yikes.
Jason
All
points.
right. So,
Ma-
let's see.
Imagine, I think you're fine, because I don't think rolling for burn works backwards the same way taking a powerful blow does.
Well, I'm looking off the burn thing. When you charge up powers, roll conditions you currently have marked. On a hit, hold 3 bird. On a 7 to 9, marking condition. On a miss.
Yeah.
Oh, on a miss. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
I
fine.
thought
You
that
get
sounded
3
weird.
burn.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
you just
what?
get free burn. Yeah, I was
And
a
also,
little
like,
confused.
Nova, I was like, excuse me?
I think I've been doing it backwards this whole fucking game. Like,
I don't think you have been doing it the whole time.
No, you have not,
No,
because
this
I would
is-
have called
this-
you on that a while ago.
No, this is literally how I've always read it.
Hmm.
You were doing it like you were taking a powerful blow.
I was.
Yeah, but you're not.
Okay.
You're fine.
Well,
Azumi
go
does not
ahead
have to
and-
do anything.
So I
You-
don't
you
mark
have the burn,
conditions
it's
then.
ready. Take away those conditions.
Azumi's fine. She gets 3 burns.
Then-
She's exploding.
Then since I did well, can I do my thing?
Yeah, you have a chance to back up Suhaila.
So... Bad.
You're
This
like,
is what
all right, I'm gonna charge up to save this guy. Suhaila's like, I got it. What?
So as I see now 2 of my teammates flying throughout the air, I'm gonna spend one of them to use motes. Spend a burn to create a barrier that will hold back any threats. I want to use it more as like kind of like a fire safety net to catch both of them.
Okay. And so, yeah, go for it.
I don't roll anything because this is a flare.
Oh, it's done. Yeah, yeah. You spend the flare, and the green grants you your request. A net sort of plops out of the building itself, and you both just sort of blonk. Oh, all right, nice one. Any chance we can get up in there, Suhaila?
If I'm already this high, I'm gonna go for it.
You should be able to bounce off it. Just let us get the person down first.
Yeah,
Yes,
he sort of like crawls his way down and is like, all right, I'm gonna jump for it.
You guys should get those people away from the entrance too. If this thing is inside, anyone who doesn't need to be in the hospital should not be in the hospital.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I'll do my best to crowd control. Just give me a sec. And Roland heads over and starts guiding traffic more or less. This guy gets up. Thanks. And he sort of rushes off. And so, Suhaila, you start bouncing up and down on the thing, and you start hearing a loud bunch of screams as the creature jumps out and lands right over here. Foolish mortals! I am Kalokairi Lionel. And it looks at the two of you. Yes, you will do to show my strength. And it flashes a huge light forward. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. And the people are like, "Oh, wait, nope, going back in," and they run back into the hospital. Oh, all right. So, Azumi and Suhaila, the two of you, you see this thing, and it sits there with like these different parts, just sort of these different parts sort of jutting out. There is no space between its joints. Instead, you can see a dripping sort of like lava feeling. You can see a dripping sort of lava sort of spewing out from the various holes on it. And as it takes one step forward, it leaves a small bit of mold in the ground. Azumi, what do you do?
Oh. Let's... So, we're looking at it and it's just completely bright, right?
Yeah, it is actually flashing to the point of, like, you almost kind of want to turn your eyes away.
Are there, like, from these, trees, like, sticks that, like, drop down to the ground?
How do you mean?
Like, are there twigs that fall from the tree? Like, on the ground?
Hospitals generally have pretty good garden maintenance, and so I'd say that if there were any like sticks, any like fallen branches or anything like that,
If you ask for some, I can provide them.
that's true.
Actually,
yeah,
no, I got another idea then.
Okay.
Because with everything being so bright, this is probably what Azumi would most likely do. She was gonna borrow a trick that she did, when she was on that little date with Roland, except try to up the juice to 11. She's gonna run over to this tree and just do a little magical hand sign, say a few words, and press her hand against the tree. And it's just an advanced level of the spell she used to make the tree grow and grow and grow to provide a lot of shade, not only over the hospital but all of us, that kind of helped combat the light from not just 2 suns, basically. Now we only have 1 sun to worry about.
Yeah, go for it.
Okie dokie.
Unleash your powers.
Boop.
That's a hit. That's good enough. And with that, the tree begins to grow and grow and grow. It starts like sort of encompassing a large portion of the hospital. It is growing very, very rapidly.
I will draw it.
Huh?
I will draw.
Oh yeah. And so it eventually covers up like a whole big chunk of the hospital. It does provide a pretty respectable amount of shade for the time being, but it seems like it might be growing a little too fast for its own good. Like, it's growing upward very, very hard, but it's not growing super thickly enough to support it. And so you can see it sort of start to bend a little bit. It doesn't seem like this is going to last forever. And so, Suhaila, what do you want to do?
Hey, can you do another one of those?
I could certainly try. I could go over to the next tree and try to...
How fast can you make that happen?
I'll give it everything I got. I'll use another Nova thing that still is going to require a roll. It's one of the few that do. It's going to be... What is it called exactly? Because I want to make sure I got this right. Boost. Oh yeah, something we haven't really been working about. Boost just basically works as in adding a roll to... Or adding a +1 to a roll as if we're spending team. So
Okay.
I'm just going to spend both of those two burns I have left to hopefully make this freak roll super godly to help Suhaila do whatever plan she wants.
Yep.
So, freak +2. There we go.
Oh, nice. Okay. So as the second tree begins to grow and swell, Suhaila runs over to the base of it and delivers a swift, sharp punch to basically shatter straight through it like a lumberjack cutting it down, so that it begins to fall towards the creature, and then as it is just beginning to like be overcome by gravity while still getting bigger and bigger, Suheila's gonna jump up and strike the tree again from higher up and just volleyball spike it down as a giant club.
Sure. And so go ahead and unleash your powers.
All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, pulling my weight.
And so yeah, you jump up. You do successfully manage to punch through the tree. And remember to mark experience for those misses.
Yep.
And you manage to punch through the tree. You jump up, and as you do, the lion is like, "You've created something entirely to my advantage," and he blasts forth a gout of flames onto the tree. You're both going to take a heavy blow.
Okay. So, conditions... Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
no.
Aaron.
now I roll 9 on the dice. Oof. Okay.
All
All right. I think for my heavy blow, let's see, 10 plus. I think I'll lose control of my powers in a terrible way.
Okay. What do you think that looks like?
I think that Suheila jumps and kind of strikes the tree downward. The huge torrent of flame comes in response and sort of like catches it all while she's still up there. She kind of begins to fall, and as the wood like almost carbonizes around her, in a panic, she like flails her arms a little while they're still super dense and just whips burning wood and cinders everywhere.
All right, and so it manages to it manages to start several other smaller fires throughout the area. There's now smoke engulfing a lot of everything. And Azumi,
Yeah.
on yours.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Since we never do this one, and I'm actually in a position where it would make sense for this to happen, I'm gonna lash out verbally and take advantage of my influence over Suheila to, I'm sorry, Aram, inflict a condition.
Nope, makes
All right.
sense.
She's just gonna turn, and it was just... And, like, clearly, this should be Azumi's fault. She provided, like, the wood to the fire, but she goes to Suheila and just starts berating her. It was like, okay, the thing about the one guy was at least a mistake I could forgive, but come on, you gotta take this more seriously, Suheila! We're gonna start burning down the whole building like this!
I'm trying! If you have any better ideas, then do them!
Oh my god! All right, and so
Suheila is
And
now
so-
angry.
Roland, you marked angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roland's just like, are you kidding me right now? He's going to jump forward and actually he presses a little button on his shades, and they pretty much turn like black, not like sunglasses, but like blacker than black, blacker than the blackest black times infinity, and he rushes forward and he pulls out he reaches back and gets ready to try to throw a punch at the lion, and as he does, he throws the punch a little early, but part of his arm sort of like springs forward at around the elbow joint, and it sort of like juts forward almost like a scorpion tail, and sort of like and reaches forward to try to hit it, and he's going to confront danger head on. So let me
Roll an MVP.
roll his danger, and he does currently have a Freda marked, but it worked out okay. And so let's see. Roland is going to Roland, the bit that hits the lion sort of gets like whacked out of the way. The lion was pretty ready for it since Roland came from far away, but Roland is now creating an opportunity for his allies by keeping it distracted, and we'll come back to that momentarily.
Oh no.
Yay!
Stadium.
This is the one I'm excited for
And
no suspicious reasons at all.
let me grab.
Squinting emoji.
I have no reason to be most excited for this one.
I'm scared, Nika. What did you
No,
do to
don't.
us?
Nothing.
Nika, what are you doing to me and my babies?
Nothing. There are no sweet boys in this stadium at all.
And
We bring an entirely elemental team and you're gonna do this to us?
and
There are no sweet, darling baby boys here. There are none.
yeah, as you reach the stadium, sure enough, the reports seem accurate. You see, there are some civilians who are around, and some of them are like crying and screaming because they've still got people on the inside. You do see a few of those dogs around. Elpis, yeah, you see some of those dogs around.
Ooh, God. Yeah, no, how's she gonna react to that? Against my better impulses. Okay, against every impulse in my body, I am not going to take a powerful blow. However, she takes a look at them and she starts to think, why would it have the same form? Why? Fetch was a construction of mine. It's not a Fetch isn't a type of creature. There's an intent here that
Do you think maybe that they're trying to make it look like your dog because they want you to seem like the bad guy?
So
Elpis's expression just goes flat,
That other girl looks a lot like you, and it'd be very easy for her to put on your clothes and be like, oh, look at me, I'm Elpis and I'm doing evil things, because everyone wants to believe you're evil already.
She looks Frankie dead on in the face, and is just like, yeah, you're absolutely, yeah. Turns away, just upset. She has no retort for that. She thinks that's exactly what they're doing. In fact, she almost exactly believes it. She kind of hunches up. Okay, now I don't just want to save people. Now I am pissed off. They're trying to ruin my good name.
Yeah.
So let's get in there and save people.
Yeah.
your dog is cute. So rudimentary. Such a simple use of your gifts.
Elvis freezes. Can only she hear this voice, or can everybody?
Yes, only Elpis can.
Ooh.
Kind of funny. I like to make these too.
I have a question. Do you know why Fetch looks like he does?
Because you made him that way.
That's right, but there's something more to it. She wants to. I'm gonna roll to pierce the mask on Flux, actually.
Go for it.
Let's do this, mundane. Ooh, fan-fucking-tastic.
Yay!
Get your questions.
Seeing these dogs like out in front of her, and Elpis's own relationship with her own childhood pet, she starts to actually wonder what's happening here with Flux. Like, she wants to know their relationship. She wants to know, so for Pierce the Mask, I guess, like, what's her plan with the dogs themselves? Is Kid more or less correct in his assumptions?
You do sort of get the sense that you had Fetch. You used Fetch to release her from Doulaha.
Yeah.
She's getting back at you.
Okay.
Everyone saw you use the dog, or
Okay.
at least everyone in the place. She referred and she just referred to Fetch as fairly rudimentary, which might explain why she has so many.
I think I get more questions, but that's literally
do.
all Elpis wanted to know. Like that, you answered it perfectly. I am set. She like Elpis once again like sort of balls up her fists and puts her head down. This is all just a ploy. This is a game to get back at me. What are you? If you're me or if you're part of me, don't you remember Fetch? The actual Fetch? Rudimentary? That was my pet.
What are you talking about?
And with that, she puts it together. What do you know about me? Because apparently it isn't enough. And with that, Elpis is going to storm forwards, raise one of her hands, and she is going to try to exert her will over these creatures.
Okay. Let's see. What does that look like? I'm gonna say directly engage a threat.
Directly engage a threat. Let's do it. That's about right. That's about right. That's fine.
That's the trait you get for having the first good mundane roll out of all of us in sessions.
It's fine. No,
my mundane's pretty good.
Elpis is pissed off. She's angry that Flux just made a bunch of copies of her dog without realizing its significance, and she just tried to walk forward and call them as if they were her dog. That probably won't work.
Yeah. And so, you reached out and tried to command it as if it were yours. You sense that you got through to something, but it wasn't this. And the dog sort of like snaps down at your reaching out to control it, and it's going to it sort of like holds your gaze for a second while the other two go around and try to attack these civilians. Frankie, Nalani sort of leaps forward and blasts herself up in the air, and it looks like she's getting ready to like tech nuke these things. Frankie, what do you want to do in the meantime? It doesn't look like Nalani will reach it in time, or will reach the dogs in time. Elpis is currently occupied with one. And these two, let me just move them over here. These two are occupied with the other. Nalani's up in the air, kind of gauging the situation, but not doing it very quickly.
I want to push these people.
Okay, roll defense.
I want to move the people, not the dogs.
Right.
Okay, defend. Hold on.
I'll go ahead and get the real music going.
Oh, also, give us Ethan. Give us the boy.
Yeah, Ethan's supposed to be here.
Ethan's with you too.
Yeah.
Ethan's just like
Ethan hobbles along.
Yeah, he's
Don't
helping
let him
people over there.
re-break
It's
his
fine.
leg.
Yeah, no, he's got a broken leg.
No, it's okay. It's fine. I took a bunch of medicine. I can fight through it.
I took milk capsules.
Ethan, please.
I'm on so many painkillers right now, you guys.
I end up
Please
just
save us.
tumbling over this person, and we both end up on the ground.
Oh my god.
So,
God, Kit must be fucking heavy.
Oh yeah,
On a-
Kid is extremely heavy.
on a miss, it's generally I get narrative control.
You're fine. I was
if-
mostly joking.
Yep. And so as you rush forward to try to push the people out of the way, you hear, "Wait, kid, no!" And you see Nalani coming down hard. It looks like a crash is inevitable.
Oh no.
And so there's a sort of boom, and these two get pushed aside. The dogs get pushed aside and sort of blown back respectively. And it's at that point that you all start really feeling the cold. We have to get into the stadium.
Yeah. Everybody clear the area. We'll at least distract these things. Elpis is going to put her own safety aside and try to draw their attention and move into the stadium.
All right. Roll to, I believe it is provoke.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's a roll, huh?
Yes, indeed. You do superior. Yay!
So,
I'm dying.
on a 7 to 9, they can instead choose one. They stumble. You take +1 for. Did I not turn on new music? I am
As quiet as the grave.
All right, and so,
I'm gonna
On
choose
pace.
they air.
yeah, you gain a critical opportunity.
They're
and
following
so,
us.
Yep, they are going to follow you. You rush into the actual stadium itself, pushing a few more of the dogs out of the way in the meantime. Nalani is sort of like, I gotta check on these people. Like, Ethan stops her. No, you go inside. I've got a bad leg. I'll be honest, I'm not going to be much use for you guys in a fight right now. But what I can do is I can assist the EMTs, and I'm CPR certified. All right, Ethan.
Ethan, when you're done, will you come?
Yeah,
Because
I'll catch.
you can use your ability to copy Elpis and people's powers, which could be useful for combating the cold.
Yeah, Ethan sort of thinks for a second. Yeah, I could do that, maybe.
You can
I
do
don't
it,
know,
my
I'm-
sweet boy.
I don't know. I kind of doubt it.
No.
Something went wrong during the fight.
What happened?
Well, I was during the fight with Suhaila. I don't know why, but I copied snow powers.
From who?
Oh, from you.
From me. I don't have snow
Come on.
powers.
Come on, let's go.
Oh
And,
yeah, just catch up with us.
Elpis says she runs ahead. She's definitely going to turn around to Ethan and yell because she was watching the fight pretty closely and like at least heard or interacted with how intense that was. She yells, dogs trailing behind her. Ethan, be safe. It doesn't matter what you are, you're classmates and you're our friend. So please be okay. I'm leaving the outside to you. I'm gonna comfort her support.
Okay, go for it. Beautiful.
Fantastic.
So,
Can Ethan clear his broken leg condition?
no,
You're important to me.
a broken leg is
Lid
not the
falls
same.
off. Well, I'm fine.
A broken leg is not the same as sleep deprivation and a broken spirit. But, but he
Holy fuck.
will unmark insecure.
Ethan, I want to save you so bad.
And he doesn't have time to like engage you back, so you're not going to be able to do the same because he's
Oh, yeah.
very laser focused on the mission, and so he just gives you a thumbs up.
The cool guy, like, walking away, thumbs up. Yeah, no, that's
Yep.
perfect.
And so, yeah, the dogs pursue. As you enter, you can see a lot of people sitting in place very quietly, and like there's not like a word being said. Everybody's just sort of like huddled around, kind of huddled around everybody for warmth. They see you guys enter, and some of them that are pretty close to the entrance that you came in, like actually get up for a second before they see the dogs chasing close behind. The dogs let you in and actually just stop right there. Again, blocking the exit with more force.
Ooh. Stressful. Okay.
So they
kids, stay
wanted
close.
us to come in,
Yeah.
but they don't want us to leave. That's not great. Ethan is still out there. Oh my god, are they gonna let Ethan in?
Ethan will be fine. Let's focus on ourselves right now. What
Can
can
we- Can we
Yeah.
talk to some of these people and see what's going on? Because they don't seem like they're cold, but they don't look like they're getting attacked.
So you can see that some of them are as quietly as possible trying to text on their phones, like without drawing any attention to it. And they're like Nalani comes in. What's going on?
That's a good question.
Is this a hostage situation?
If I had to guess,
Oh dear. I'm having so much fun. And
Jesus.
you came here to ruin it. My lady won't be very happy about that. I, Kemona Lepin.
ooh.
Oh my god, it's a bunny!
I have set the trap this time. Oh, and I even get the distinguished pleasure of meeting my lady's inferior half.
Half. Elpis starts to like mash things together in her head. What are you doing here? What are you doing with all these people?
We're playing a game. A very simple one. It's called red light, green light. And the light is very red right now.
What's red light, green light? Can you tell me the rules? I don't know that one.
I'm so glad you asked. When I say red light, you stop. When I say green light, you go.
Oh. Okay. Are you allowed to move when it's red light?
Of course.
That sounds like cheating.
I'm just directing traffic. And it starts hopping around a little bit before it begins before it stops and then lifts one leg high in the air. It's sort of skating around the grass in a way.
So cool.
Its arms its multiple arms are sort of flailing in the sky as it does like pirouettes and figure eights, and it jumps and spins in the air like only a rabbit can. And then it stops. I don't like you, he says, looking at Nalani.
Oof.
You seem to have enough! And Nalani blasts herself forward to
Wait,
just
what?
like smash this thing in the face.
Nalani, the light's red!
And we'll come back to that.
Oh my god.
Meanwhile, back in the residential district.
Oh. Oh my god, no, I'm still crying over my rabbit, Austin! I love that bunny
Rabbit's
so
so
much.
good.
I love him so much I could cry. Okay.
4 against 1. Seems fair. You all feel that sort of... It's just like that sloggy sort of just... Like, you feel that the motivation to do much of anything has been sapped from you. And you look over at... boy, these guys got some names. Good on me. Let me pull that back out. Thinoporini Sova. And it looks at you, and it looks at the people who are fleeing with abject terror, not necessarily at the owl.
That's fine. They're fine.
And he says, "Well, which one of you will begin?" God, I'm so exhausted, Hoshiko says as she sort of raises her hand to her eyes. This tournament took a lot out of us.
Hoshiko, you need to ground that thing.
Yeah, well, that's not exactly how my powers work, but I've got an idea. I honestly, I feel better than I should, given the beating I took. But she gets up and she starts floating. Yeah, she starts flying again, and Sova's wings stop flapping as it perches down on this bench. The people around kind of fall over. Kind of fall over. They don't seem to be in a lot of danger, but they don't really seem like they feel like running away either.
That's alright.
It perches and it sits there waiting. Sam is going to take the lead on this one. All right, this is a little strange, but let's find out what you are afraid of. And as Sam begins to transform slightly, the change is it's a little different than what you might normally expect. Sam's size isn't really changing much. It's just sort of their form. Hair begins growing out of the mask that some of which sort of forms into this big, beautiful, like this really cute hat. And Sam's like, "Wait, what? Elpis?" And Sam transforms into Elpis.
Huh.
The bird backs away slightly. Ooh, this is weird. I don't like this. Sam says in Sam's voice as Sam says in Sam's voice as like Elpis. Elpis's face, while in this form, is a little... It's weird. Like, it's in kind of a strange configuration. Hoshiko's like, "Oh, okay. Well," and Sam is going to roll to provoke the bird to pay attention to Sam while Hoshiko gets whatever she's doing ready.
Chase is gonna roll for burn while all this is happening. Don't mind him.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. And Sam.
Fantastic.
Roll superior. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Yeah. And so Sam is going to have... yeah, it's going to air, and you guys are going to get a critical opportunity. The bird, it has multiple faces, and the heads on it sort of rotate around in a circle, and like it has a very owl-like appearance to it as a whole, and as the heads spin around, they sort of start to spin a little faster so as not to focus just on Sam. But it does appear that sneaking up on it from any direction is not going to be a possibility, which is why Hoshiko's coming down from the top. Boom! Hoshiko, like, she straightens her legs out and sort of like slams down into the owl, and it collapses forward. Hoshiko then jumps back up into the sky, and gets ready for maybe another attack. Kaushamar looks just like almost distracted, like he's seeing all these people around, and his head's not really in the game. Jace, what do you do?
What does Jace do? What the fuck is up with Kaushamar is probably something we need to address. I didn't have anything planned. All right.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Now he
Remember, you do have those backups you can call in.
there are those. We're not gonna do that just yet.
Okay.
There is. Oh no, I just blanked. Oh no, I'm so bad at everything.
It's okay. And so Hoshiko, flying up in the air, sees Kaushamar, kind of sees you, like you supercharge, and she's like, y'all gonna act on that at all, or do I need to come back down again?
Jace, let's see. Oh, right, there's a fucking miasma going on. There's some fucking shit going on, right?
Yeah, there's this wind of sort of like lazy delusion, sort of coming around. It's sort of like, you're not. It's not that you're seeing things. It's more that you're just kind of lethargic.
Yes. Okay. Kaushamar, you're connected to thoughts in some way, right?
I am a thought, sort of.
Great. Can you do something to lift whatever that thing is doing?
Oh, was it doing something? I thought it was just making the wind. And so, Kaushamar's going to try to tap into something primal and not well understood. Kaushamar sort of looks over at this creature, and let me see if one of Kaushamar's special moves might come into play here. Talk about home roll +3, +10, choose 2. 7 and 9, choose 1. During the conversation, confess a flaw of your home, mislead them about your home, describe the glories of your home. On this, you inadvertently reveal more than yourself. Okay, no problem. And so, Kaushamar is going to unleash his powers. This is something Kaushamar is generally pretty good at. And so, Kaushamar... That's a hit. Yes, I think I feel it. I can lessen the effect, but it won't last very long. Whatever you're going to do in the meantime, just do it quick. And Kaushamar sort of like fades away, as like the wind sort of carries a blue tint to it, which actually helps you track it slightly. You can see the pattern of the wind as Kaushamar sort of gives it a cloud to look at rather than it just being blank wind. At that point, the creature gets back up and smashes into Sam, just slicing up with its wings, which appear to be quite sharp. Sam is going to take a powerful blow. And Or, well, Sam might take a powerful blow, but what do you do? Is there anything you want to do to prevent that?
Yeah, as it was, while Kashmar was doing what he was doing, Jace was, I might be able to do this with Barrier, but if not, it'll probably be just an engage your powers roll. Or moat, whatever. He was, while the thing was on the ground, Jace was going to do, he was going to use his powers to grab its wings and, spread them out and force him down. You know, like a butterfly pinned to the ground.
Sure.
But, painfully.
Yeah.
Really pulling on his wings.
Let me, what move was this?
Because...
Actually,
I guess
directly
pinioning.
engage.
Yeah, alright. Oh, in that case, actually, I am going to use one of his burn. I'm going... Because No. Did I take Reality Storm yet? I do have a few, but I don't remember if Reality Storm is one of the ones I have yet.
Which one is Reality Storm?
Hold on, I'm taking a look, because I've been keeping track. Yes, Reality Storm is one of the ones I have. Reality Storm, you channel a destructive force with your powers, spend 1 burn to directly engage a threat using your powers, rolling Freak instead of Danger.
Nice.
If you do, you will cause unwanted collateral damage unless you spend another burn. But it actually doesn't matter which one I roll, because they're the same right now, and he doesn't have any conditions. You know what? We haven't used Reality Storm yet. Let's fuck some shit up.
Yeah, go for it. Nice. So,
we're not spending that other burn. We're causing collateral damage.
Hell yeah. Alright, so you go ahead and describe it. The owl gets up for a second, sort of turns its heads around really quick, like a bird would do after it just gets up, and then looks and sees this little Elpis and lunges forward. What do you do?
Jace, as it begins, the minute he sees it moving, is absolutely not. He begins chanting. Again, not in English. You probably don't. Kashmar might know it. I don't know what Kashmar knows and what he doesn't, but he's probably not listening. I'm gonna be real. I don't think Kashmar is paying attention to what's happening right now. And as runes begin to float around, they start in the center from his eye, and as they begin to kind of wind around his arm, and as his hand glows green, he holds it out and pushes it down as if to force something on the ground. And the owl's wings are encased in green light. They spread out, pulling away from him, and he's forced back down on the ground.
Bonk. Look, what is this? Oh, thanks. It's a lot bigger up close. And at that point, a garbage bin flies forward, pretty much falls from the sky and smashes onto it, followed by another garbage bin, and individual pieces of garbage and just different things. Oh right, your thing is gonna hurt people, huh? Yeah, and so the area of effect for that circle placed on the ground is wide enough that now the people can't get up either. If they were if they were so inclined, they also are equally stuck down on the ground, arms spread painfully. And Stenoporini is going to mark a condition. But yeah, the items start falling from the sky, and Jace. Let me check something. That's up to you. Okay, so as they fall, you are detecting a sort of something familiar. the pieces are falling, and Hoshiko's flying back down. She's got a big circle of like different garbage cans that she's collected from around the area, kind of encircling her as she like sort of like dive bombs. And when she sees that the people are also there, she sort of stops for a second. Ooh, nope! Get those people out of here! And she stops dropping the trash and gets flying up in the air. Sam is like, this form grants me very little in the way of natural weaponry. I'm going to see what I can do. And
Throw the hat like Odd Job.
Yeah.
I am but a girl.
And the bird is going to mark a condition. And let me take a look at...
Is he gonna cry? Is he gonna pee?
Is he gonna pee his
Is the
pants?
bird gonna pee his pants?
Let's find out. Find out next time.
Find
Is
out
the
next
bird
time.
Gonna
if the
cry,
bird is
maybe
going to
piss your
pee his
pants.
Let's see. Yeah. All right. So, the owl is sort of like seething at this point, angry.
Oh, it's mad.
It breaks the bindings on its wings, and again swipes at Sam as Sam sort of tries to help some of the others get up. Not totally intentionally swiping at Sam, just sort of like Sam is there and it's swiping, and it looks up at Hoshiko and begins to take chase. And so down on the ground there is the opportunity to maybe get some of these people out to safety. Kaushimar kind of comes back into being. The wind should be mostly taken care of, I think.
Great. Jace, if no one else, if he's free to go, this is gonna be just like a bad reaction on Jace's part, but this is how he's gonna function. Jace, because the people being there are what stopped Hoshiko from doing what she was doing, Jace kind of, like, he looks at them and he's just kind of like, he rolls his eyes a little bit and goes, "Get them out of here!" And he waves, and as he waves, like, a small force, is designed to push the people, like, get them away, move them, scoot them out of the battlefield.
Let's see.
And
That'd be an unleash.
yeah, hold on, I'm checking my burns real quick. Nah, Moat doesn't work that way. So let's see if this works. It does.
Yeah. They are like the thing that had them bound to the ground begins to carry them away.
It's very unceremonious. He's just like, no.
As you do it, you sort of feel like a tugging. You didn't really activate any sort of magic to do it. You were pretty much just calling on the green, and the green feels a little overtaxed today. And so you can kind of feel it in your body. You're starting to like have a little bit of a cold sweat. Go ahead and take a powerful blow.
Okay, hold on. All right, this is the part where Jace's high rolls are gonna fuck me, huh? Submit. Do it. Yes.
Hey,
it is.
there you go.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Jace is fine.
Yeah, you just sort of shake it off, and you stand strong. Mark potential, and how do you tell how do you put the green back in its place?
Jace, he like when he pushes them, he feels like his wind going out with it, and is like, oh, and he looks down at the thing in his chest. He's like,
Yeah.
all right, and he figures that, like, whatever is happening is probably, like, Azumi is probably also doing something, and he's not sure how their powers work, but he has come to the conclusion that they are connected somehow, based on the fact that he could just grab her construct and be like, this is fucking mine now.
Yeah.
And this has never happened. Like, he's never been, like, winded before, but the two of them have never used their powers at the same time, and he doesn't know what she's doing, so he's like, okay. And he kind of looks down at it, and he's like, come on now. We've been a good team up until now. I need you to hold it together for me.
You don't hear it in any voice that you would. You don't hear the response in any voice that you would recognize as audible, but you can sort of feel it. And the message that you got out of it is more team. And with that, we will cut to the hospital.
Oh yeah, Suheila's on fire.
burning to
Oh
death.
yeah, the hospital's on fire! Australia's on fire!
So, Roland has the lion distracted. You both have a prime opportunity to either put out this fire or keep fighting the... Yeah.
I guess Azumi will take points. There's probably a fire hydrant nearby. It's a hospital after all. There's gotta be.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I think Azumi is gonna try to, help Suheila out by, going to the water fountain. And, she's gonna wave another spell, and she's gonna put a set of ruins onto the fire hydrant itself. And then attach her hand onto one end of it where the water's supposed to come out. And then with her other hand extended out, it's gonna shoot water over at Suheila.
Love that. All right. So yeah, go ahead and roll to unleash your powers.
Okie dokie. I don't have influence over Suheila anymore, but...
Okay.
Oh, Mark,
Wait,
So-
can-
Shoot Suheila with a fire hydrant's worth pressured of water and just
You,
blast her into space.
Can I do a thing to spend a team to make that a hit?
Yep.
Okay.
Remember your team.
Yep.
You never picked a
And so-
leader, but yeah.
It's to pick a leader in this this situation would be a little it'd be a little weird because the way you're split up, but yeah. I'll just give you an extra team anyway because you're all like super focused. And so you spend one team and it's
Suheila sees this, like, she sees Azumi's trying to get the water to come out and seems to be struggling, and, like, bats some flames away, like, staggers out of the fire a little and aims she aims a single punch and just kind of creates a little sonic boom of force that strikes the base of the fire hydrant and causes it to erupt regardless of the difficulty in getting it started normally.
Yeah. And so the water begins raining from the sky as it it juts forward, and a lot of the people are pretty excited about this, and the lion finally makes a huge swipe at Roland. While this is going on, the fire is more or less it's much more contained than it was. The fires are hey Roma, if you could handle deletion duty on a lot of this fire.
I cannot delete them, but I will move them off to the side.
Okay, I will start to delete them. They start to the flames begin to diminish and the water begins falling onto the lion, who is not pleased with this. This is not a development that works in his favor, it seems. And he roars and a bright light flashes forward. And he takes advantage of that to blast Roland back. He flies back and it looks like he's gonna crash into something pretty bad. Azumi, you see the flash go off, but you actually recognize that he has a bit of a tell when he's about to put it off, and so you shield your eyes from that, or like look in the other direction, and shortly after the flash goes off, you can see Roland sort of flying back. What do you do?
I think just knowing that she almost didn't get away with it the first time, realizes like no matter how harsh of a feelings she has towards Roland right now, a hero needs to be a hero. And then basically just jumps up and starts like he's going in an arc, right?
Yeah.
Basically wants to actually no, let's not do that. Azumi is going to basically shoot up as like just through her flight and just try to catch Roland in midair.
Okay.
Can that be defend or something?
Yeah, it'd be a defend.
Okie dokie. How good is my defend?
Savior.
Yeah, that's a flat one, and I don't have influence anymore. Savior. Whoop. Snake eyes!
Oh my god.
Roland is dead.
Oh no!
You fly forward. You fly forward to try to catch him, and as you do, the artifact inside of you begins to like pulse, and it really hurts. Both you and Roland are going to take a powerful blow for different reasons. So
okay.
Roland is going to crash, and you are going to you sort of like you feel the green sort of fight against you, and so you get that first good leap, but you're going to fall.
Oh, surely my ability to roll low is going to keep up.
Yeah, it always does.
Oh, it's the exact opposite of Jace's tempting fate.
Let's see.
Okay.
On 7 to 9. We said she felt a huge pain, so I think it makes the most sense to mark 2 conditions.
Yep.
And I think she's gonna get back angry because, like, fuck, I have to go help Roland. And guilty.
This bitch.
Yeah, and then guilty as well because of, the whole circumstances between them. Those 2 make the most sense.
Okay. And so Roland is going to
as Azumi just starts flopping down, not controlling her flight, as they tumble down to the ground together.
Yeah, Roland understands the severity of the situation. He's going to move past the pain, but he is also going to mark 2 conditions. And the conditions he will mark is he's going to mark insecure, because this sure would be a good time to be a superhero with real powers, and angry, because this sure would be a good time to be a superhero with real powers. And so yeah, both of you sort of collapse. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, they're still taking a powerful blow, but if they're like falling many stories to the ground in an uncontrolled manner, can Suhaila try to dislodge this tree and kind of like whip it around to serve as like a ramp? Because like hitting a tree and rolling down it and catching branches is probably still better than just plummeting into concrete.
So we didn't illustrate it very well, but this tree was on fire. A lot of the leaves on it.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of the leaves are like gone on it, so they would just fall into a bunch of.
You can't die from falling if I burn you first.
Yeah. Like the water's done a decent job of getting rid of most of the fire, but yeah. So the 2 of them do fall, but because the move that they chose specifically says, they fight past the pain, they're not in any like critical injury sort of state. Roland gets up. Azumi,
Yeah.
come on! We're not done yet.
You don't have to tell me twice.
And so, Suhaila, you've got the best advantage, and Lionel starts moving forward again, slowly, step by step.
Azumi, can you give me like a water bubble?
Give it a shot. She runs back over to the fire hydrants with the water spewing. She speaks a few cantations again. Uncuffs her mask, pulls it down, takes a deep breath, and almost like using the water spout as like a bubble wand, tries to blow a bubble for Suhaila.
There is a greenish component to these bubbles, and there is a large green bubble. Roland stops for a second, is like, wait, was that magic?
Yeah, like, just because I didn't really use any hand signs or anything doesn't mean it can't work as magic through any other part of my body. That's not the point, though. The point is, Suhaila, what are you doing?
Yeah, Suhaila, what are you doing with this bubble?
Oh, Suhaila wanted a bubble of water so that she doesn't just burst into flame when she goes in for fisticuffs!
And so, yeah, you run through the bubble. It pops, and the water all over. There is a dense amount of water on you, so that you could run in and hopefully get a good fight in with the lion.
Before she rolls, can that be considered a support I'm doing to Suhaila?
Yes, absolutely. That 110% makes sense.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
You did it!
Suhaila, mark potential, clear condition, or shift your labels if you open up.
Oh God, help me! I'm fucking clearing a condition. Okay.
I thought you would like that.
I'm going to clear hopeless because my team is with me, kind of. One of my team is with me. All right. Yeah, she's gonna charge in, water sloshing around here. Come on, big guy!
All right. Directly engage.
All right. Finally, a thing that I'm not heinously penalized at. Let's see. Yeah, this is danger. Yeah, okay.
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 That's a hit. So, choose one.
I would like to. I would like to take something from this creature. I would like to batter it down like a hammer of watery blow after watery blow, not necessarily striking like a decisive blow against its body, but basically washing it and putting out as much of the fire as possible.
Yeah, makes sense. And so it is going to take a condition. And as you blast it with punch after punch, the steam comes off of your fists and off of its flesh. And it's it's a little weird. Not sure we'd call it flesh. But yeah, it appears that its ability to spew horrendous gouts of flames has been severely impacted, and it stops for a second, and it flashes these large fangs at you that have like a they look kind of like burnt steel and or burning steel. They glow slightly, and it reaches up and punches back in kind. But it is going to take a condition. And that condition is...
Maybe insecure
Yeah.
after being all
Yep.
put out of water.
Yeah, and it's covered in water, and it still insists. You can see it. More gouts of steam begin pouring off of it as it tries to fuel the flames around it, but it's just not working. And it reaches up and it just tries to like swing at you, but this thing doesn't actually hit terribly hard. It's hitting and it's pretty hard, but you with your gravity powers keeping you just like tethered to the ground. It's not like uppercutting you across a yard or anything. And Roland kind of pulls up and is going to try to back you up. He slides in. He starts rolling forward, and he slides low. Sort of like lightsaber in tow, and slashes at its ankles as he goes underneath the lion. That was for how sore I'm going to be tomorrow. And the lion roars in fury and rage. And Azumi, you see all of this go down, and the lion begins. It's still shooting out gouts of steam. It's wet enough that the fires don't seem to be starting back up. What do you do?
Ooh, gotta think of another clever thing. So, let's see. So right now the situation is Suhaila is inside the water bubble wrestling this thing, and the last thing that happened was Roland sliced the thing by its legs to put it at disadvantage.
Keep it in place. Yeah.
Okay. I think so the flashes happen. Like, are they a flash of light or like a flash of...
It's light.
It's light specifically. Okay, that needs to stop, because that's the big bad. And the shade thing didn't work. So, against my better judgment, I'm gonna go ahead and try to acquire some burn again.
Okay. And so you, go for it.
Okay, good. Because if I rolled a miss, I would have gotten 5 conditions.
Yikes.
Yeah, definitely insecure for this one, because she's not sure how well this is going to work. But
yeah, you definitely felt the green sort of rebel against you when you went up to save Roland. And so, you're a little worried about that.
Yeah. And let me see how this works correctly.
And so, while you're sort of charging up the green, the lion slashes forth at Suhaila. It's going to. Let me see. Suhaila.
Yes.
The lion is going to reel back and sort of it's going to sort of slash forth with its claws. Its claws also have that sort of burning metal at a blacksmith redness to them, and it burns bad as it slices through into your skin. Go ahead and take a powerful blow for me.
Conditions. At least I didn't explode this time.
That's fair. That's a good thing.
Okay. In this situation, I suppose I'll have to give ground and cede an opportunity to it. I think she's been fighting it and kind of having the upper hand, but it swipes her from out of nowhere with the claw and just kind of sends her like ricocheting off to the side of the building.
You're still in pretty close range. Yeah, it gets you. You're at about maybe like 75% at this moment, and it hits you with a smash attack, and so you bounce into the building and sort of smash down into the ground as such. And as you get up, you feel you feel something. It's a little odd. You're getting up and you feel a sort of a tension, not necessarily in your you look down and you see a hole. The three claw marks that went across your shoulder, and followed by that it delivered before it sent the punch that sent you scraping into the building in all directions. And you look down and you can feel a force sort of pushing you towards the wound a little bit. Like it's almost like a magnet, maybe. It's a little bit like a magnet. Would be the best way to describe it. The closer you get to it, the more it sort of pulls inward, and it's a strange thing that catches you totally off guard. This has never happened before, and you're sort of looking, just examining the wound and what's happening. You're not bleeding. None of that's going on, but you just seem to have like I don't want to say physical attraction to the thing, because that's not
something different.
That has a completely different connotation to it.
Yeah.
And as you look down, you can see some of the dirt that's collected on your shoulder start moving towards it as well.
What the hell? I think while Suheila's she's just like looking at this and doesn't even see this thing like coming back in. You while you're sort of examining that, you hear, "Suheila, look out!" And the lion is like right back on you. Azumi, you see Suheila just sort of standing there for a second, examining a wound. It looks like she took a pretty nasty hit up against the wall like that, and so she's sort of recollecting herself. You feel that you've got the burn in you at this point, and the lion is like right up on her, and it looks like it's getting ready to flash again.
Okay, then Azumi's gonna try to act quick and run back over to the fire hydrant again.
Mm-hmm.
And you might say no to this, and I will pay an extra burn to make it work, if needed. But I want to use Snatch. Spend one burn of your powers to seize any object up to the size of a person from someone within view. If I want to snatch Kalukari. If I need to spend 2 to pull something of his size, I will certainly do that.
Yeah, he's big. So yeah, spend 2. He's probably like, if he were to stand at full, he'd be about 10 feet tall.
And then once he's all the way over to the hydrant as I pull him, I would like to spend my last burn to use Moat one more time and encase him around the flowing fire hydrant, and almost like a bathtub, let it start filling up around him.
Nice. And so yeah, go ahead to and those were all from your
those are all
burn
flares,
effects, correct? All right. So,
oh god, does he? Is there a straight line between him, Suheila, and the hydrant?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to figure out if she's coming with him or not, based on where he was.
So my understanding was that the hydrant was kind of over in this area, but being that this is all more or less theater of the mind with a few goodies, he pretty much approached you at the hydrant.
Said anything. That's what was happening.
You played yourself.
Yeah.
Roland sees what's going on and is actually going to try to defend you, Suhaila. So we'll see how that works. And
if the hydrant's over here, I'll just move her.
What?
yeah, it's no big deal. And so Roland sees the situation, is like, yeah, good thinking, Azumi, and yeah, he's going to let's see. On a 7 to 9, it costs you expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. Well, PC
Tradesies.
threats. On a hit, give them -2 to their roll. A 7 to 9, you expose yourself, retribution to cost, retribution, or judgment. So, Azumi,
Yeah,
a few sessions ago,
I remember.
Oh, I don't like
Oh,
where
no.
this is going.
Roland's gonna fucking die.
I was waiting for this.
What? 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 I don't understand what happened.
It's okay. All you need to know is.
I was waiting for this.
What?
so a few sessions ago,
Uh-huh.
Roland did a thing, and I let you bank a certain bad thing that was going to happen.
Yeah, and it was relationship to Roland himself, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. You see Roland for a second, and thoughts that aren't your own enter your head. And the scene sort of plays out in your head, and as you're preparing the water, as you're preparing the water to deal with the lion, these thoughts enter your head of like, it's almost the way the scene played out when Roland was when you were with Roland in the park, but something's not quite right about it. It's almost like you're remembering it with your feelings more than you're remembering it with how it actually went down.
Of course.
And these thoughts flood your head. These thoughts flood your memories and flood your head, which distracts you significantly for a moment. You can feel the adrenaline burning up in you as if it was right there happening again, as if Roland was sitting there calling you stupid to your face, and you're actually remembering things that on some level didn't happen. Like, and it's all directed at Roland. I'm going to treat it like you have failed an Unleash Your Powers roll.
Okay.
And while Roland does successfully get Suhaila out of the way, Roland sort of sees what Azumi's doing. He's like, "Good thinking, Azumi," and he rushes over to try to get Suhaila out of the way. He pushes Suhaila out of the way, and and you unleash at that moment specifically. In for one brief moment, not caring if Roland was in the way, and so
Not my baby!
Bye-bye, Roland.
He gets pushed in. He gets pushed in, and he gets pushed in as well. And the lion gets hit as well. And the two of them are stuck in this thing. Roland is struggling to breathe as the water, as this dome of water sort of surrounds both of them. He's trying to reach to get out, and it's like the pressure is too high. The lion itself begins to shrink until just utterly destroyed.
Release him, he's gonna die!
Azumi's not here right now.
Suhaila runs over. So Roland's just like suspended in a giant bubble of water and steam right now, right?
Yeah, there are these like little clay bits next to him that make up what was once the lion.
Oh my god, is it boiling water? Because that's a fucking hot lion.
No, he was already put out as far as the other stuff goes.
She runs over and stumbles for a second because she's still got this weird thing going on. Crawls for a few steps, gets back up, and is just gonna leap forward and like, it looks like there is no time for subtlety, so she is just going to... She's gonna leap and kick and just try to fucking 1,000-pound kick him out of this thing. Would you say perhaps that I'm using my powers to barrel through an insurmountable...
Yes! Yes! That's what you're doing!
I told you, Aaron!
That is exactly what you were doing.
See, this is why you always listen to me.
Okay.
Man, it's a good thing. Jesus!
That barely
Oh,
works.
It's a good thing I'm fucking danger
boy.
spec
That
over here.
roll.
But it did
Yikes.
work.
Just
And both you blast through it, and both of you sort of get out. Azumi, your eyes sort of flash back. You sort of flash back to life as you you get an idea of what's going on here. You remember doing what you did. You remember why you felt you had to. You remember why you felt you had to do it. Take a powerful blow.
Makes sense. Conditions.
That is correct.
You know what? It would make the most sense because of how, like, heavy her powers were. I think she passes out. Especially since, she used everything in that and didn't even care if she fucked Roland, like, knowing that he was in the way. Her eyes start to fade from green, and she just falls forward, flat on her face.
Roland's sort of coughing water out of his lung.
Are you okay? Suhaila takes another step forward and just like goes whomp straight, like face plant pratfall onto the ground with such force that it sends up a small shockwave and buries her in the pavement.
Ugh. All right. So
Everyone here is like so fucked up. What the hell?
But we did our fucking job.
This team is mostly KO'd, but you know who's also KO'd? The lion. So,
They're also at the hospital, so I'm sure it'll be.
yeah, you're at the hospital, so I mean, honestly, you're at the most ideal place for this to happen, with the exception of maybe Suhaila.
Yeah, just check yourself into the room that you passed out in. It's fine.
Oh, great!
And so,
Bunny!
It's us.
Bunny.
The bunny! The bunny's back!
and at that point, as Suhaila sort of collapses into the ground super hard, the punch connects with the rabbit.
Nice editing.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
good shit.
Good scene transition, Austin. And the rabbit sort of like rolls with the punch extremely well. It kind of flips under. Contact is definitely made, and Nalani just keeps like flying forward for a bit until she blasts herself back, or until she blasts herself from the front to recalibrate her landing. She falls, and she turns around. This one's fast.
I'll try to lock it down. Elpis is going to reach down, stick her hands through the snow, touch the grass that's presumably on this field, and cause it to grow uncontrollably, hopefully at least disrupting the snow.
Mm-hmm. All right. And so, go ahead and where is it at? Unleash your powers.
Unleash those powers. Hell yeah, Elpis, you can do it. You can't
This
do
is
it.
in your purview.
That's a miss.
As the rabbit sort of like it almost like limboed under the brunt of Nalani's attack, and it sort of like lifts its head back up and just rushes over, and it's as you're getting back up from the snow, he says, "No, you don't," and begins like punching you with one of its many arms, or rather, begins punching you with many of its many arms.
He's a little pausies.
From context, powerful blow.
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's do it. That is a hit. Yeah, so, basically Elpis reaches down and grabs the grass, and she tries to send a shock of power through it. And it doesn't listen. Which, I think, more than anything else, this thing then rolling up and decking her in the face, she is frustrated, she's upset, she's mad at everything that's happened. She's gonna mark angry.
Yep. And as you sort of like wait, hold on. With 7 to 9, that is let me see. Struggle past the pain, mark 2 conditions.
2 conditions. Angry and let me grab yeah, let's grab hopeless.
Okay. And so as it stops with the primary attacks, it sort of like skis backwards back a little bit, almost as if being rewound, and it stops and says, "I never said green light."
Elpis, like winded, just hits the ground. Frankie, get it.
Okay, I'm gonna try something different this time. I'm gonna take off my forearm, not my hand, my forearm, and I'm gonna try and grenade throw it at this rabbit so that whenever it like gets close to it, I can use my like cool chains from my Mind of Their Own ability to try and they explode out of it once it gets close.
Oh, nice.
Like grapple net it into place.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so that I need to take a condition for using the Mind of Their Own ability.
You do.
I'll take Afraid, because Elpis just got punched in the face several times. Frankie's never seen someone get punched so many times in such a short amount of time.
Multi-punch drifting.
What roll do I roll? Is this engage or unleash?
Unleash.
Great. My -1. And my... Oh no. Frankly's probably hopeless.
Oh, well, yeah, it's unleash.
It's
There you
fine. I rolled okay.
And so, yeah, the it doesn't even have time to notice that you did that. You sort of like you readied it in advance. You set your hand down and let it sort of wander over to the spot that it was going to back into. And as it does, it begins laughing at the situation gleefully before it looks down. Oh, what's this? Boom! And the red chains begin covering it, holding it down. Nope, not like this.
Yes, like this.
Elpis, winded, is going to stumble forward and yell out, "Nalani, now!"
Got him! Boom! And so, and what condition did you take, kid?
He took Afraid, because Elpis got punished so many times, he was like, oh my god.
Gotcha. And so, yeah, there's a big boom, and Nalani is going to let me take a look at something. See what Nalani got as far as her moves are concerned. Nice. So, while she didn't take a powerful blow, she is going to roll her bones. She rolls bones! And based off the context of the situation, I mean, really, it's not defending itself. It really can't, and so it gets smashed down. It gets smashed down into the dirt. A snowfall sort of begins to fall as the smoke from the attack clears, and when the attack clears, the rabbit is gone.
Where's my arm?
The chains as the smoke on the ground is the last to clear, and you just see Nalani, Iron Man posed, fist in the ground, and she's like, "I hit him. I know I did."
Where's my arm?
And your arm's on the ground. Chains just littering about around it. Some broken, some not. And let me take a look at I'm looking at the wrong thing. This is the right thing. Yeah. And so, yeah, he's gone. Some of the people out in the crowd begin to, like, murmur. They're actually talking now. And a lot of them start, like, clapping.
No, this isn't over yet.
The dogs then begin, like, moving out into the crowd, and they start snapping at the loudest of the people in the audience. Some of them going as far as to start running around the arena to go after, like, somebody who deigned to stand.
Elpis is scanning her surroundings. Kid, do you see anything? Do you know where it went?
Could I guess, when it broke out, could I feel, like, or when it left, could I feel, like, what, like, because it's still, like, my arm, I still, like, have, like, nerves. Can I tell how it got out?
It appeared to have popped.
Just, like, so it like, just went poof? Like, it...
Yeah,
like,
it poofed, and then the snow that was left behind is now all around the air.
Lonnie popped it. I don't think it is here right now. I'm gonna try and recall my arm.
Yeah, it just comes right back.
Yeah.
Do you wanna throw out and assess the situation? I suck at these.
Yeah, sure.
Nalani can also do it.
That would be fantastic.
Situation is a superior. Except for I have a -2 because I'm guilty.
Oh, yeah.
But I have a +1!
Spot.
Oh. Well, I'm marked potential.
And,
hey, I got full potential, yay!
Yeah!
Finally.
As you are looking around, trying to figure out what's going on, you feel a slice across your back, kid. It's only you feel a slice across your back, and it's only once you, like, get a good look around, you realize how sharp these blades of snowflakes are, and they're falling, like, with the wind.
Ouch! 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 It's cutting my back with the snow. Make it stop! Make it stop, Elvis!
Elpis is going to try to extend her senses throughout all of the snowfall. Is it like moving at such an absurd speed we can't follow it with our eyes or something?
It's falling like snow does, and so it's falling generally pretty slow, but go ahead and give me an unleash your powers to extend your senses.
I'm going to use my ability where is it? Yeah, I'm gonna use I Know What I Am to defend my teammates with this, and use my savior score instead. And I'm going to just whisper to Kid and Nalani, I'm going to reach through every single snowflake and I'm going to try to find it. When I say move, you both strike with all of your strength, okay?
Okie dokie.
Okay. Let's give it a roll. Please be good.
There you go.
Yeah!
So,
That's my girl!
Oh, hell yes!
by extending your senses throughout the snow, you can actually tell which bits of snow aren't actually snow, which tells you the parts that make up the parts that are making up the creature. You guide Nalani, and Nalani sort of reaches her hands back and blasts a huge gout of like molten rock just spewing out at those blades. They sort of scatter to get out of the way, and you hear, "Hoo, so clever you are!" And they sort of fly into each other to form the creature again, which is kicking downwards with these ice skate legs. Elpis, you see it coming. What do you do?
Ooh, I'm gonna yell, "Kid, now!"
I'm gonna throw a punch at it.
Go for it.
Hell yeah.
Directly engage.
Oh no, I just marked afraid.
I believe in you.
That's fine.
Okay. So,
I take my arm that I
oh,
just
hell
got
yes.
back, I curl it up into a fist, and I just throw it at it while it's coming down.
and so what do you do? So you on a 7 to 9, pick one: resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I will create an opportunity for my allies.
All right, and so yeah, you reach forward. You push Elpis out of the way, and smash up into the leg of the thing. It doesn't seem like you hurt it terribly, but it also you feel the blade cut into your hand, but the strength of your blow gave it enough room to sort of jump up in the air and ready to backflip. You have created an opportunity for your allies, which Nalani and Ethan are going to take advantage of.
Hell yeah!
Both of them.
Ethan!
Both of them launch forward. Ethan utilizing Nalani's powers and blast up, smashing into the rabbit while it's mid-flip, getting ready to prepare a second attack. The two of them crush him beneath their fists, and he yells loudly, "No!" And he tries to poof again, but it doesn't seem to be working. The two of them smash their fists so close together that they sort of like fist bump over the creature.
Yeah!
And
Ethan, my boy.
and Nalani's like, "Can you stick that landing?" "No." And
God.
she blasts herself off. Ethan is falling. Ethan is falling. What do you do?
Try and catch him with my other arm. Like, kind of do... Because one of my arms is up near the rabbit, like, above me, and the one is still on me. Can I try and use the arm that's on the rabbit to extend my net downwards and kind of catch him? And then release the rabbit?
Yeah, go for it. That would be a defend.
Shit!
Fuck.
Shit!
Yeah. The plan was contingent on many factors going well. And Ethan's just sort of like, he's like, no, it's okay. I know how to fall. And,
My boy.
and Ethan's just like, yep, this is not gonna feel good. And he's just sort of, he does, a thing that they teach you in pro wrestling, where he puts his head up. If you know you're going to fall, you pull your head up and you spread out your arms. You spread out your arms and legs as best you can to spread the damage evenly throughout your whole body, rather than it just focusing on one part, like your back or your head. And so he lifts his chin up as best he can and splats down on the ground. Ah!
I'm sorry!
Elpis bites her lip and just focuses in on, is the rabbit still around? Is the big question.
Yeah, the rabbit.
Okay.
The rabbit is now like falling almost like slow motion, like it did with the snowflakes, but it's still fully whole, and it's just falling. It doesn't seem very awake.
You guys got the hard one.
Elpis grabs Kid by the shoulders, despite the fact that Ethan's down on the ground. She like bites her lips, seeing the bad shape he's in, but she tries to get Kid focused in. Kid, we need you focused in. I know. I'm sorry he got hurt. There's nothing you could have done. Chains now. We need to hold it still.
Okay, I'm gonna use the chains I extended to try and catch Ethan, to try and kind of like grab onto anything I can with them.
Okay. Incidentally, Ethan's knocked out. Like he is out of this fight. Like, period.
That's legit.
And he's still fully conscious. He's just like, yeah, no, I can't move.
Oh, my son!
And so, Frankie, go ahead and let's see. You're trying to catch the rabbit, correct?
So one of my arms is like, because I punched it and it cut me with its like,
Yeah.
with its thing,
little
and so
blade.
my hand is stuck on it through, like it's stuck on the blade,
Gotcha.
and he's got a bunch of like, because he tried to release a bunch of the chains from that arm to try and grab Ethan, but they didn't work, so now they're just kind of there. So now he's trying to use them to like grab the rabbit and grab like, because Elpis wants the rabbit to be like still, so he's trying to reach them out to grab there's like a bunch in this image, there's like a bunch of these like little wires hanging down.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to just grab like all the stuff that he can to like hold the rabbit.
Ooh, like a spider web.
Yeah, but of chains that are from his hand and made of his skin.
Yeah. All right. So, go ahead and roll. The idea is to basically keep it still, correct?
No, it's probably Freak, right? For Unleash.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Is that Roma?
Yes.
It was.
She unleashed her powers so hard it knocked out her internet.
Yeah. I will... Let me see. Alright, I will roll to unleash on Frankie's behalf. Frankie gets Austin luck now. We'll see what that looks like.
Oh, Roma's back.
I'm here.
Oh, Roma's back.
Roma
I was about to roll on your behalf.
No, I could still. If you had just typed in the chat what to roll, I could have rolled
Yeah.
it.
It's Freak.
Yeah. Which is not great for me right now. Yeah.
Let's
I've
spend a
got
team.
a lot of.
Let's seriously spend a team to make it hit. It's one.
Okay.
Yep. All right, and so yeah, the chains on this arm begin wrapping around and holding it down. It falls and sort of collapses. It's not moving.
Elpis is gonna walk up to it, make eye contact with a set of its many eyes, and she's going to glare into them and if it's at least conscious enough to hear her or hear her words, she's going to, in an icy tone, just state, "You don't know who you're messing with. Stand down." And I'd like to threaten it. This is my villain move.
Ooh.
Yup. I've been waiting for any chance to do this.
Use it.
Oh my god. Yeah, so, let's threaten. Please work. Here we go. Oh wait, no, I'm going to use this in conjunction with White Knight. Elpis leans in, and she makes it very clear. I am trying to be a hero. I spent the last few months convincing these people that I was good. If you or your master try to roll that back for me, I will send you to a place from which you cannot return. And yeah, I'm gonna mark a condition, insecure, and use savior instead to roll threaten, which is the most fucked up thing. That is a hit.
What does a 7 to 9 look like on that one?
7 to 9 for threaten. Oh, it's juicy. When you provoke someone, replace provoke someone with the following. When you threaten someone, say what you want them to do. Stand down and roll plus superior. On a hit, they either do it or they are put at a significant disadvantage against you. Their choice.
The the creature looks up and says, "Yes, my lady," and disappears.
Albus just sighs.
The second it's gone, Frankie's right back over at Ethan, like, oh my god, are you okay? You're not okay, let's go to the hospital.
Elpis is gonna tend to the crowd and make sure that the dogs aren't gonna try anything.
Yeah, it looks like as the rabbit vanished, so too did the dogs.
Frankie's just like, dude.
No, don't move me. Don't. Just call. Don't. Oh no, I can't go to a hospital.
Do you want me to call
Frankie?
Miss Loftus?
Frankie, I had a. I've been kind of in and out of wakeness since the tournament started. I feel like I said something very, very stupid during my fight with Suhaila.
Yeah, you said you were a clone.
Oh no!
Yeah. I'm sorry about that one, dude. I'm also sorry that I made you lose your fight.
You can't call a hospital. I don't know what they'll do to me.
Well, I can call Miss Loftus, and she can call Azumi, and Azumi has healing. I cannot call Azumi.
I can call Miss Loftus, and she can call Azumi, and she can call a hospital.
Actually, I can't call anyone because I don't have a phone. Elpis! Elpis, I need your phone!
Elpis is over here, like, she recognized, like, Ethan's in trouble, and she's like, Ethan is probably fine with Kid. Right now, the most important thing is to direct crowds out of a stadium, because many more people can get hurt. Yep. Just like stampeding over each other. So Elpis is doing her best to keep everyone calm and to keep the situation under control. For a few seconds, you actually see through like that rare like, oh yeah, Elpis has been a hero for a while. Weirdly shines through.
Kid is happy.
Elpis throws Kid her phone instantly.
Elpis, all right. As you're sitting there directing people out, you hear her. What are you doing?
I'm making sure they can get out all right.
Why? Look at them. Look at them. Look at you. We're better than them. Of this there can be no doubt. we create life on a whim, if we so decide. Your dog, my babies. What reason do you have to support any of them? Any of them who would throw you out to the wolves?
Elpis stops, takes a few paces away from the crowd, and she focuses in on the voice. I'm not going to pretend that I don't agree with a large part of what you're saying. Honestly, I've spent the last 2 months being convinced that I am somehow not as worthy as the other heroes that I'm likely to break at any point in time, when my powers, comparatively, seem simple. You, with what you've accomplished, have proved that I can be so much more easily. But, and this is the important part, I feel like I've learned a lot from you today. But I think you have something to learn from me as well. Your underling spoke out. I think he said something that he didn't intend. We're two parts of the same we're two parts of the same whole, aren't we? Halves. I thought that you were me. I thought you were some dark impulse or something. But you're not. I have memories that you don't. She snaps her fingers and summons, Fetch. This is my dog, not yours. Your creations are yours. They're just that. So, stay the hell out of my way.
I will not. But that's a good impulse you have there. Feed it, nurture it, and soon you will be ready to come back to me.
with that sense of like growing dread, Elpis just bites down on her lip and goes back to the group.
Kid is called Quill.
Quill assures you that they are on their way. Meanwhile, back at the residential district.
Back at the hot nonsense.
So,
Oh yeah.
the owl
It
has-
feels like we've been falling for hours.
the owl is now following in hot pursuit of Hoshiko. Let me grab the music. The owl is following in hot pursuit of Hoshiko. Sam is on the ground, just sort of like, I'm sorry. I didn't expect it to be afraid of Elpis. I would. She so much. Does she have to wear such a flowy dress?
Jace rolls his eyes and lets out like a focus on someone else then.
And what I wouldn't give for some needle arms right now.
All right, I'll just go over here, I guess.
Jace is like, focus on me if you have to. I don't care. Just, we need to stop that goddamn thing.
Sam looks over at Kaushamar for a second and is like, no, I don't think I'm ready for that. And looks over at you. Jace, what are you afraid of?
Oh man, all of Jace's fears are super conceptual, huh?
Before I do this, what are you afraid of?
Jace kind of like stops
Be
for
really
a second.
sad.
Yeah, he like.
It would be really
Yeah.
sad if Jace just turned. If she just turned into Jace. Would you?
She turns into Jace. Jace, like, he kind of, like, thinks about all of the things that plague him on a regular basis, especially now that he's had the fucking, especially now that he's had this, the artifact in him, and he tries to figure out how to condense that in a way that doesn't like, bear him to everyone, but also gives Sam something to work with. And he stops, and he looks Sam in the eye and he goes, euthanasia.
Okay. I have no idea what that's going to look like. I'll give it a shot.
Basically, if this helps Austin, Jace has this like this comparison to him at all times as like a rabid dog that has maybe like if a dog bites someone, it's got to be put down. That's just the end of it. And
gotcha.
That's what he's going. That he's got this constant comparison of like how many chances do I get to bite someone, especially now that I'm actually a nuclear reactor with magic before I get put down.
All right. So, yeah. Sam begins to shift again. Ooh. Yeah, that's a big one. And so, yeah, Sam begins to shift, and it's much more animalistic than the last form. This is much more like Sam couldn't stand on two feet if they wanted to in this form. It is strictly dog, with these bright green sort of like almost like how the box turtle's eyes are. With its those little red bits on its eyes, it has that, but like they're bright green, and it's just a black dog with very otherwise smoky eyes. And so, all right, get the bird on the ground, and we can deal with it.
Great.
Yeah, and so you can see Hoshiko and the bird flying, weaving in between these buildings. The bird stops, and gets back into position, and as Hoshiko weaves around this building, not really paying too much attention to whether or not the bird is chasing her, because she just assumes that it is. As she weaves behind this building here, the bird just starts blasting feathers through the windows of the building at her, and they sort of sit there like, "Uh-oh, what are we gonna do about that?" Kashimar immediately just sort of is like, "Uh-oh," and leaps up to confront the bird.
Is he doing a thing, or is it?
Yeah, he's going to directly engage.
Okay.
Kashimar directly engage.
I've got a bullshit that may or may not work.
Uh-oh, this is not a thing you're good at, Kashimar.
Oh, baby boy.
And you got a penalty on top of it. And
no.
Kashimar flies up. Kashimar flies up, and the bird very painfully, solidly slaps Kashimar back down.
Oh boy. Okay.
Kashimar's gonna take a heavy blow.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Yeah, Kashimar's out of the fight. Kashimar hits the ground. Kashimar hits the ground, and like just at the point where Kashimar would hit the ground, he just keeps going down into the ground.
Jace kind of like watches that happen, and very briefly in his mind he goes, that goddamn fated nightmare. It's just like, I hate that thing. Jace had a backup to Kashimar. I want to use Snatch. Spend one burn to use your powers to seize an object up to the size of a person to grab specifically one of its heads and slam it into the ground.
Oh, nice. Yeah, go for it.
And that's just a burn, so.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's done. You reach up, and you begin drawing the yantras in the air with your hands, and you grab it as if it's right in front of you. You can feel the texture of it, even though it's far away. The owl looks surprised for a second before you pull it back down and smash the mask into the ground right here. Sam goes ham on it, just tearing it apart like a dog would with a chew toy. It smashes in between its thing. It smashes in between Sam's powerful jaws, and the bird sort of like it howls like a large hoot, and it falls back down to the ground. It looks like as Hoshiko comes flying back around the building, or flying into the building, it looks like she's checking to see if anybody was hurt during that attack. This one's all you two.
Awesome. Okay. Jace. Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't think there's a burn that will help me, or maybe there is. Maybe Reality Storm is here again. Jace, just about actually fucking sick of this thing. Yeah, the Green wanted more team, but his assumption to more team was, well, you want Azumi, but Azumi's not here. That's not an option, so I don't know how to help you. And he is gonna once again reach out for this thing, muttering some more incantations, but these are sounding a bit more sinister than the others, and he wants to reach into this thing and so how its parts are already kind of not together, he wants to just rip it apart.
Yeah. Go for it.
And this is I'm gonna let you
Yeah, it's this is directly engaging.
Okay, so we're gonna use this in Reality Storm, which
because
means
it is very mad, and it's rearing up to attack the both of you.
So Reality Storm, it doesn't matter because his Danger and Freak are the same, but
go for it.
For funsies. So roll Freak.
Hell yeah! On a full hit, what does that mean with Reality Storm being in play?
Reality Storm is just massive collateral damage to use what would be his better skill.
Yeah, and so it reaches. You reach forward, and you can feel the inside of it. It is hollow. You sort of as you're reaching in, you hear a voice that you hear a voice that is not the green, and it calls for you, and it just says, "Let go!" And you
not a chance.
And she says, "You're on my list." And at that point, everything around it starts to fade in and out. Not fade, but more like Gary's mod spaz out. Especially the creature itself. There's an explosion, and it blows up from the inside, and the bench and the bushes over here, they all sort of get moved. They get moved around in weird ways. Everything from the tile to the grass to the blades of grass itself begin combining together in a really grotesque, sort of strange to look at way, where everything is there's some blades of grass growing out of the trash can. There's dirt that is infused with the bench.
I like to imagine some stuff got hucked up into the air and just got stuck there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It looks like an art exhibit now. And Hoshiko comes flying down. Ooh, where is it?
It's gone.
Hell
it's
yeah.
handled. He kind of just he kind of just looks at her, and he's like, it's handled.
High five, Jace. Where's Kaushimar?
Gone.
Uh-oh.
Chase is just I can't fucking tell you.
What in the world is this? And She walks over and starts like poking at it, and it violently starts to spasm. Oh,
Yeah.
Is that
That's-
a dirt bench?
Jace walks up to her and is like, "That's a side effect. I wouldn't touch them."
Sam begins to shift back down into normal.
And
And
that point-
Hoshiko pulls out her phone and takes a selfie with the glitch.
Jace.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want in on this?
Fuck it, yeah.
Sam, come on. Oh, all right.
I think at this point, Jace can use one of the Nova team moves when you share a triumphant celebration with someone to ask if there's any fear in their eyes when they look at you. And if they say no, take one forward and mark potential. If they say yes, immediately shift your danger up and your savior down.
Being that Hoshiko didn't see it, you can ask Sam.
Yeah. Oh, Sam is an interesting one.
Especially since you can't see Sam's eyes.
Yeah. Once, I guess, selfie business taken.
Yeah, you, all right. I'm gonna go see if any other rescue efforts, need doing. Also, I think there's, I wonder how the others are doing. Maybe check in with your peoples. And so she takes her phone out and starts texting everyone. This gives you an opportunity to
being
to
him
talk to
immediately. Yeah, Jace being him immediately texts Izumi, but she's dead, so
She's-
Oh God!
she is KO'd.
she is dead at the moment.
Dead.
Taking that moment to talk to Sam, Jace because he also wants to know something else, I guess. So he's like, "So, with your powers, how much do you pick up?"
I never really know what I'm going to take until I have it in my hands.
But you don't know why or what it is. You just take its form.
Yes, sometimes it can be quite traumatic.
I see. So that, okay, because Chase was like, does he fucking know why he turned into a monstrous dog? No? Good.
Nope. I would assume that you are afraid of dogs.
Something like that.
You sense
You
that there
got
is
me.
yeah, you sense that there is a knowing grin behind the mask.
So this is a mess. He kind of looks at everything. This isn't... I mean, I guess stuff like this happens. I didn't expect it to happen this way.
You might think about calling Merit to examine all of that.
Yeah,
And they just sort of like wave their hand over at it.
And you think they'd...
That they would understand this wanton destruction of public property for the greater good.
Yeah, he's kind of trying to trying to figure out if he can read how Sam feels about it without having to ask directly, because he feels like that's weird.
I think they would understand. It is what you are called out to do, after all. And I think that... Sam sort of looks over at it for a second. It is potent. It is frightening. But I think it could be in a lot worse hands.
He kind of takes that opening and looks at Sam with a, I guess you can't see it, like a shitty grin on his face with his mask up, and goes, "Does it scare you?"
On some level, perhaps. But... not as much as the thought that... not as much as the thought that such a power might have fallen into somebody else's hands. Somebody who was less disciplined. We lucked out that we got you.
Oh no, can Sam roll for support?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Oh, wait, Sam actually isn't terrible at this. Yeah. You are free to unmark a condition.
Oh, Jace doesn't have any conditions, but I felt like
Or
it
you are
was.
free to mark potential.
We're gonna mark one potential because I feel like his answer was a roundabout no. I'm not afraid of this. And he's he looks down like, yeah, there are a lot of people who disagree with you, but that means a lot. Thank you. And then just like with that moment pass as an afterthought, he goes, do you know if you're possessed by any chance?
Possessed?
Yeah.
What makes you suggest that I might be possessed?
Well, I mean, at the tournament, the merit guys were there, and my dad is a pretty, we'll say high-ranking merit guy, and he seems to think you've got something.
I've got something. I don't know if I'd say I'm possessed, though. More like Now there's a question. I now have to decide whether or not I trust you enough to divulge my dark backstory to you.
Chase kind of like there's a like very briefly his face twitches into a like what the fuck kind of expression, but he settles back down on a neutral one and goes, you don't gotta tell me anything, man. Sam, guy, I'm sorry.
It is fine. You can tell that it is not fine. In any case, I believe I should get in touch with some of my teammates, see how things are going at the park.
Yeah, how?
Oh yeah, the park is happening.
Yup.
One moment. All right, and so because we are out of time at this point, I think we are going to cut it there.
Ooh, exciting.
Yay!
Pick back up. We'll pick back up next week. So, with that, let me pull out the. Alrighty. So, did it stop?
No.
Oh, okay, good. It stopped on mine. It started for like 2 seconds and then it stopped. Anyway.
Going for me.
Good. All right. So.
Yay!
Excuse me.
We'll go ahead and call it there, and let's go ahead and do our end of session moves. And you can actually, because like there's no real rule that says you can't, especially with the way we have things set up. In this specific instance, you can choose a teammate that you were with on this job, if that appeals to you more. And so we'll start with Azumi.
Grew away from the team.
Makes sense.
Specifically Roland, because she almost killed him. I think that's a pretty good reason.
I think so too, and I think if
Roland's having a bad time.
I think if you had influence on Roland, it would be gone
or
anyway.
Take influence over you away from another character. So if he has influence over me, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I don't believe he does, but it still makes sense, and so.
Izumi could get nothing out of that. She did pass out.
Yeah. And so,
She did it.
Let's see. Jace.
Jace. Jace is perpetually stuck between growing closer or growing into himself. I'm gonna actually say grew closer to the team
Okay.
because Sam said a nice thing to him.
Yeah. And so, go ahead, and I will go ahead and open up Sam's sheet, and Sam will get influence over you.
Sam.
So, and this is the first person that Sam has gotten influence over.
Sam said a nice thing to
Oh.
Jace.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Sam has influence over some of the other people, some of the other classmates.
Probably at least prestige in plastic.
Via their off-screen
Shenanigans
adventures that are always happening. What, you guys thought that you were the only ones who were fighting supervillains and doing all that other stuff? Wait until you guys watch Team A. And so, yeah, all right. And so, let's see here. With that, we'll go to Kid.
Hi! Hi!
What do you got?
I think I grew closer to the team.
Mm-hmm. And who made you feel welcome?
I'm stuck between Elpis and Ethan.
Ethan!
I feel like it's something of Kid feels really bad that he keeps fucking Ethan's shit up every time, but Ethan's always like, "It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine," and I'm like,
Ethan
"It's
grew
not
away from
fine."
the team, but closer to the ground.
Dirt take influence over Ethan. And so, which one do you wanna go with on that one?
I'll go with Ethan just because I want to hear what he thinks about Kid.
Okay.
Legit.
Well, all right. So, Ethan has influence over Kid.
Also, I just think it makes sense because Kid feels immeasurably bad after he found out that he's the reason he lost that fight with Suhaila. And then he also tried to save Ethan's life and failed.
Rough. Suhaila.
Ethan, my boy.
I think grew into her image of herself because some shit started happening with her that she wasn't expecting and didn't know what it was about. And so I think I'm going to shift her freak up and her superior down because she clearly doesn't understand her deal as well as she thought she did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So, and lastly, I believe Elvis.
Grew closer to Kid. Easy. That entire fight was just, teamwork attacks and shit. It was great.
Kid, shift Elvis's label, since I'm fairly certain, you already have influence over Elvis.
Elvis, I'm going to shift your superior up because in his brain he was like, with that fight he was like, I have no clue what I'm doing here because normally I would just run in, but I feel like that's a bad idea because the bunny said not to move, and then Milani did it anyway, and he was like, okay, what do I do? And then Elvis was like, do this, and Kid was like, okay, I'll just listen to what you have to say. So your superior up.
And then lower either Savior or Mundane, because the other two are bottomed out.
Okay. Mundane, because he
Fair
also
enough.
saw you save all those people.
Fair. Super fair. Okay.
Also, do I clear a condition or does Ethan clear a condition?
You clear a condition.
Cool. Goodbye.
And I'm gonna get the straw poll ready while we dig into the fan art.
There's some good shit in here today.
Oh, is there? I have not actually opened it once yet, and so I'm excited.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, I had the poll ready. If you just know.
Oh,
what
you have the
prompt-
poll ready?
I just need a prompt.
Oh.
My prompt was
Uh,
who is most likely win a spelling bee, but if anybody has anything different,
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that one.
Sounds good.
Go for it.
That's
Because the
academic.
answer is not kid.
you don't know that.
He does know how to read now.
Yeah.
So here, you guys decide who would have the best odds of winning the spelling bee, the Valor Academy spelling bee, best musical. That's for a few people. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into the fan arts. As I switch over to the fan art tab, there we go. So first, from Mitlong. Hi, yes, there are
Alright.
dogs!
Oh, no, the handle is jammed. Had the first one, I think.
Not on this Immiger.
Oh, okay.
The handle is jammed. I'll scroll up. No one gets left out here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Where's handle is jammed?
Aw, I like the handle is jam one.
Yeah, I'm gonna post this up. So, from the handle is jammed, Kid and Elphys. Is that a close swap?
They
very nice.
switched. They traded hats.
It's really
Very
cute.
important.
This is my mean hat. I'm rude now.
I am rude now.
I'm nice now.
I love it.
And then we got Midlong. Hi, yes, there are dogs!
Got him up.
There are dogs.
And then from Midlong, Decision Time.
Decision time.
Loftus, yes.
Having to sort all the pretty boys and girls and defeat super villains.
All right. You're going with you guys. Yeah. Roland and Azumi. You guys can team up.
This can't go wrong.
I can't. I don't. I have no idea what you kids are up to when you're not here.
Next from Omega Turtle XD. When dogs attack.
Aw. Oh gosh, I love those so much.
It's always nice to see some of your word burning.
Yeah.
From Mitlong.
Or General's arc interrupting attorney arc. How villainous.
I love that.
Very nice. And then from Vinny, Bouncy.
Aw. Boom.
Fancy.
Sproing.
From Mitlong, the sequel, Arms 2. Very nice. From Mitlong.
Nice. Thank you so much. Cute dog.
Shut the up. I love that. Gremlin Elpis is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Oh, then from Reaper Babe, guys, it's the new
Oh, we did
Pokemon
it.
games. They re-released them.
I'm
Ow.
part of me is kind of bummed because we didn't see my favorite one, but it's okay.
He's there. He's coming up next. We saw my favorite one.
Oh yeah, that rabbit's so good.
Bun.
The rabbit's
Bunny.
so good.
I love the rabbit so much.
From Desert the Tabby,
Simple.
don't diss the doggo.
Dog.
So rudimentary.
From Wario Fan 63,
This is fine.
so Halo's not having a good time. From Johnny Dragon, we got Jace.
Oh, we got a
No,
Jace.
no one in our group had a good
Hey.
time, even a little.
Oh, absolutely
no,
not.
that's the most dysfunctional group in the fucking series. God.
We have not seen Prestige's team yet, and I would hesitate before I say that,
Yeah.
since we have not seen her team yet.
I mean that's true.
From Takio,
Got them One Piece.
got the One Piece edits.
Big bun.
Bonnie.
Big Chungus.
There he is, just Big Chungus.
Big fungus.
Big Bungus.
From,
Oh,
And then from Takio,
I got another
edit.
One Piece. We got the owl right there.
Absolutely slaughtered. And then,
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
These are
Oh
two
my
different
God.
things, though. I don't got a name for this, but I'm gonna guess that's Johnny
It's-
Dragon style, right?
No, this is name.
Oh, name. Okay. Name. Nice little a nice little shot of all 4 scenes.
Yay!
Yeah.
Sports.
Nice.
Next from Monichi.
Sports.
Oh my god, I love
Oh,
this.
I love it.
You're our classmate! That, oh my god. Fucking nailed the
Oh.
comforter support role there.
Oh, I love it. So good.
Elvis does what Elvis does best.
He
Oh,
looks so
Takio.
cute in that style. I love him.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
really does.
Yes, from Takio.
Breaking in the Naruto edit.
I'm so happy.
Oh man.
Oh, very good edit. And then from Takio, whoops, not Jake.
Boom.
That was not an accident, let's be real. She knew
You do
exactly
like
what
that.
she was doing. Oh, I'm
Mm.
happy. A Hunter x Hunter reference from Takio.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Oh boy. And then next from Mario Fan 63.
Ah, yes, this is what I suggested in chat of Elpis Academy when Sam turned into Elpis. Join us. It will be okay. Oh no, I did not anticipate a Roomba. It will not be okay.
Next season, everyone is Elpis.
Everyone's Elpis.
From Vinny.
Don't ruin this for me.
I'm going to ruin this for you.
Damn it.
She
Oh,
tried.
From Monichi.
oh,
My sweet, sweet boy.
that's cute.
Sweet, sweet Yulia.
Sweet Julia.
Oh my god.
From Takio.
Elpis hanging out with the dog in One Piece edit form.
You know, just sitting in the road, playing with your dog.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And then from Lai, the new rabbit of Kervanak.
To have the holy hand grenade of Antioch.
From Midlong.
3 is the number thou shalt count to. No.
From Milong.
Possessed.
Yeah.
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 Man, so much Mitlong tonight.
Yes.
Cranking them out.
Yeah, Mitlong caught up earlier today, and we're so happy that you did.
You're on a roll, buddy.
Midlong literally just posted one, and
Yeah, there's another
Midlong
one.
drew it a minute ago.
From Red.
Nice.
First from Reginald Johnson, we got the rolls and keeping track of conditions. I'm trying my best too, buddy. It's hard. Because
Yeah,
people don't like
it's-
to say them out loud sometimes.
It's tough. But we did a lot of rolling this session.
We did.
Yeah.
And,
Fights.
and now we get to see the 1 minute Mitlong special.
I'm going to ruin this for you.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
That's awesome.
Chester.
I'm gonna go ahead and post the poll in the Discord one more time. But along with that, or not in the Discord, because in the Discord, or in the chat, will be the Discord that you guys should definitely join.
Yay!
You get to see all this lovely fan art as soon as it gets posted. You get to chat about the different kinds of shows that we run. You get to talk to us about random designs. You get to see schedules for all our different shows, especially when you want to watch Valor Academy again. I think we saw a few new faces. We hope you stay and keep watching.
Yeah. We'd love to have you. Yeah, you can check out all the other good shows that we got on Surprise Round, like Make Amends, Evan Ward, and Scum and Villainy. And I'm sure I'm forgetting one, but
Badoo.
God, we got so much content, guys. So
We're
much.
drowning in content over here.
And you can drown in content too by subscribing.
We'll kill ya!
I can end you.
Drown you in good shit. And so yeah, we can look at and now we can go over to the straw poll.
Yeah, get your votes in. It's your chance to change fate.
Mhm.
It's
The
still-
strap hole.
It still is very close, despite how it looks.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, Austin, though.
Hey, Imagine.
Thank you so much for running another fantastic game of Valor Academy. It's always been a blast, and it has been a while. And even then, it shows us just how much we miss it. So thank you.
I
You are
love
very
Weber.
welcome. You are very, very welcome.
I love Weber
I'm
so
glad-
much.
And I'm also glad. So my big goal for this session was, 1, I'm gonna split you guys up. 2, I'm gonna try to make the pacing of it not abhorrent, because I have a terrible habit of doing that, and I think I did okay.
You did
You
phenomenally.
did fine. Yeah.
Because like my instinct is always to go through the scene as a whole, and that's not very fun to do as a player. And so I fought against my instincts to make sure that we ran around the board a few times, and so I'm glad it worked out good.
It presents its own challenges, but I think you did really well.
Yep.
Yay!
And I'm glad I have a good map of Halcyon City. Don't look up maps for Cyberpunk 2020.
I will not. I will not even consider it.
Hey, dude, I respect that.
I paid like $2 for that map, so it was so hard to find a decent like map of what I think Halcyon City almost looks like. It was such a fucking challenge, and then I saw this map and I was like, that's close enough. Water on east side of city, modernish city, different things throughout, a park. Yes, this is what I need.
Honestly, you could have just used that that carpet. You know, the one.
Yeah, God, I was so close. Okay. God, I open up the session and I'm like, behold, Halcyon
City in all its glory. You might recognize it from when you were 5.
But yeah, all right. So I think we're about ready for the sign off, and so
We'll finish up
hey,
the poll
everyone.
first.
Oh yeah, we got to do the poll.
From on the top,
Mother
Sahela and Kid
bitches.
share with 3 votes. Zumi bringing up 3rd place with 7 votes. Jace bringing up 2nd place with 8 votes. And a whopping 17. Elpis, you won the Valor Academy Spelling Bee.
Hooray!
Oh yeah, Suhaila tying with a 6-month-old.
Yeah, I was like, damn, y'all had no faith in Halo. What the fuck?
Let me roll.
Correct.
Let me roll
I
for
can't-
spelling.
I cannot believe those. I cannot believe those to be anything other than pity votes for Kid. Elpis, you did all right.
I did okay on the spelling bee, actually, which, considering how jacked up everybody is after the fight, that's a good thing.
Yay! All right. So, hey chat, thank you so much for being here this time. Thank you so much to my players for being the awesome people that they are, and thank all of you for being here next time. Say goodbye to chat, guys.
Goodbye, chat.
Goodbye.
Bye.